everyone, and welcome to the ESFL Analyst Desk for ESFL 140. I'm your host today, Luber Libre. Joining me on the desk, two very special guests that I'm excited to go over the action with. First to my right here, we got Doctor. Doctor, how you doing today?
I'm doing good today. It's always fun being back on the desk, discussing cards and seeing the fighters up for grabs on tonight's card as well.
Tons of great fights, and we'll get into that in a minute. The other guests, you guys know him, no introduction needed. The triple champ, Suave Jamie. How you doing, Jamie?
I'm doing good. Happy to be back. My second time on the analyst desk, and yeah, it's always interesting to take a recap on the fights and also look forward to the new ones, considering there's always either some veteran coming back and, you know, he'll be early on the prelims, or, you know, in most cases there's always some up-and-coming fight and some new star on the rise.
Yeah, and who better to go over that with us than one of the very best to ever do it. But before we talk about all the intricacies of the game, let's take a look at tonight's fight card, ESFL 140. We got the time zone change, but it's still 2 p.m. Central Time start. Guys, when you look at this card, is there anything that stands out to you? Anything that you're really looking forward to watching? How about you, Doc?
I mean, the Spooky G fight is kind of my most interesting fight. Still don't have an opponent for him by looks of the card, but Spooky G, as a fighter himself, I find very interesting because he has this sporadic measure where he's always shooting for takedowns, always looking to hold you on the ground, and even if you do get back up on the feet, you know within about less than a minute, you've got another takedown to defend.
Oh yeah, very hyped up competitor there. And Jamie, is there anything you're going to be watching for tonight?
Yeah, I think the Bravo fight is definitely one I'm looking forward to. I think that's the first fight on the card, just mostly because, you know, we know what Bravo can do. I mean, he's a former member of Dark, and you don't get into Dark just by, you know, asking. So he really earned his spot, and, you know, is a former esports competitor, and as well as that, you know, he had a tough run in the most recent season, but he has picked himself back up. He got through that Ruster Rumble in dominant fashion. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how he makes a comeback coming into, you know, his second time having a role this season.
Yeah, a huge pinch on the quality of competitors with that roster rumble. We saw some of the best players in the game competing for that roster spot. Bravo proving he still is in that category, elites of the game. But 7 days ago, we had another event. The Xbox guys were at it, ESFL 139. Let's take a look at that card right now. Guys, were you watching? What did you see? Anything that you want to talk about here tonight? How about you, Doc?
I mean, Matty D came out. He's outstruck M-Town. We all know M-Town striking. We also saw him face the Grappling University. So that fight was definitely of note. Matty D coming 1-0, showing it. I think he also earned his spot through the roster rumble. So he's coming back looking to make himself known again.
Yeah, and we do have some highlights from that card just a week ago. Let's take a look at those.
Yeah, this is Fadnair versus Deco Hebden. Deco Hebden, a member of the BFAP camp, recently EK, and Fadnair obviously in the illustrious FSK. Putting the pressure on here with Dustin. Fad is known as a very, you know, combo heavy fighter, as you'll see. Beautiful duck counter there, goes to the body, goes to the head, and finishes down with the body hooks. So as you're seeing there, ripped them with the body hooks, you know, duck body shot, started off the sequence, got the body rock, went back to the body, went back to the head, and then finished them off with 2 body hooks and got the KO. And also got performance of the night. But this was a really interesting one because both of them have very similar play styles. Both primarily grapplers, but can mix it up on the feet just as well. And it was also really interesting coming into this round. As you can see, Trixie get the rock, and then the overhand catches him when falling down, which is not a fault on Benny, but just unlucky seeing disconnect there. But yeah, that was really interesting because Trixie was 2-0 down going into it, and there we have the heavyweight fight.
Well, as you can see already, both of them have got a lot of takedowns. You end up in the top man position. This was kind of the story of the fight. You had Hammer shooting the takedowns, looking to make it a dirty grappling fight, clinching, takedowns. That was a beat trip there. Lovely defense, as you can see. He does. It's just Hammer's abilities to get these takedowns over and over again, which really dictated how this fight, even on the feet, when you was having success, you just saw these takedowns, and Hammer took it to a decision just very slowly, very steadily, and just worked his opponent down constantly here. again, lovely bit of head movement, uses the stuns over and over again. Even with the pressure, it was just a case of these clinch attempts, everything combined together, especially on Hammer's side. With the defense, it just worked perfectly for him.
Champion. Guys, you guys saw the card, you guys saw the fights. Any impressions to walk away with? We're going to see the next card later tonight. We're going to see the next Xbox matchups. What do you expect?
I'm expecting for them, at least the main card, to probably be higher ranked, to see a lot of competitors who we saw in there having to reface some more adversity to then earn that title shot. You got a couple of great contenders already on board. Saw Trixie win against Benny, who just came off the winning beating Gamp. So that's a fighter you've definitely got to look out for, see where he ends up per se.
Yeah, and Jamie, you were a competitor on the Xbox side for so long. Trixie, somebody who's been a veteran of the game, coming up with a big win of his own. What are your thoughts on him and a potential title shot?
Yeah, 100%. That's really interesting. Trixie, a man who's been around the block more times than I can count. He's had his title shots, but I also believe that, right now is his time. He's learned a lot. He understands, the nerves now going into big fights. We'd seen him pull a really good fight back against Simple Benny. He didn't let the moment get to him. He didn't, think, it was 2 rounds down. He said, I have 1 round to KO him. He didn't go into a negative mindset, and we seen him get the finish there, which was, really, really, really good from him, especially against a competitor in Benny. Benny knows how to get that win. He'll grind that win if he needs to. Take you down, knock you down, get you on top, and grind out a decision. So it was a really good performance from Trixie to pull it out of the bag.
Yeah, and it was a fantastic win for somebody who's so well known in the community. Speaking of the ESFL community, if you're a fan of this show, if you're a fan of the events that go on, or if you want to be a competitor, there is no better place to get started than the ESFL Discord. Check the chat right now. I'm sure you'll see the link popping up. Guys, the ESFL Discord is a place to chat with other fighters, get scouts to spar with you, and find out where you rank amongst all the competitive players. You can find camps to join, you can find leagues to join. It is the place to be if you were a fan of the UFC 4 game. So check it out now, join up, and if you need any help, I'm sure our team of moderators will be happy to get you there. Guys, we talked about last week's card, we talked about the card we talked about tonight's card, took a little preview at it, but in order to get where we are now, we had an event 2 weeks ago on the PlayStation side. This is the last time these guys are in action. Let's take a look at that right now. What do you remember from this, and what are you thinking that it's going to lead into tonight? Maybe starting with you, Doc.
You saw a lot of these fights at the beginning. You saw Baby Dima, you saw Filthy Uncle Ben. Both of them, if I remember correctly, lost in some parts. I think this card sets it up, especially when you look towards the higher end as well. You got Kratos in that main event with beating Spill. You got Notorious who beat Kobe. So across the board, you always have to remember where they've come from to see maybe how they play out into the future.
Yeah, Jamie, anything off that card that stands out to you? Something maybe we'll see tonight?
Yeah, very interesting, to be honest. It was good to see a lot of the players back, the likes of Swiss. He doesn't compete too often, but it's always something to watch whenever he does, as he likes to call himself, the king of pressure, no Stam Gang. And as well as that, like Doctor was saying, it leads into this card a lot, which is good to see, competitors re-signing up and being eager to get back in there. Obviously, the co-main and the co-main fighting each other here on that card. The winner of Swiss and Venator, and then obviously K and Notorious getting the win, so they'll be clashing up, which is a rematch actually from this summer series. So K and Notorious looking to get his revenge there, and then obviously the main event, also another rematch. Ed looking to avenge himself in a definitely much more preferred weight class, coming up against Kratos, which he came up short in ESFL actually before, but also on a camp roster.
Yeah, big wins for Kratos and KIA Notorious, who you guys will see now, KIA McGrath. We've got a name change, something that he's been looking to do for a while, rebranding a bit. Let's dig into it. So many fights tonight. We got 10 great ones all set up. Guys, looking at this card, really digging in here. I know that some of these fights, we've seen these guys in action before. Some of them are a little newer to the scene. What fights, as you've already mentioned a couple that stand out to you, but what are you really going to be watching for? Maybe starting with the prelims, what are some kind of storylines that have played out through the season that we're now seeing come to fruition? How about you, Doc?
Well, Atticum we've seen before. Like, just he was a fighter, if I remember correctly. Did the camp wars and beat every known player since then. He hasn't really had the same momentum. Would he be able to get that back? Will probably be the question on everybody's minds. He's against a tough opponent, but we've seen how good he is. It's just whether or not he can continue to do so.
Yeah, great players there. A matchup, I believe both gentlemen are in Turkey. Should be very competitive. Jamie, you mentioned Bravo returning. Was there anything else on the prelims that stood out to you, a fight that you really want to see how it plays out?
Yeah, I definitely say Kobe and Blackout hours. Both of them coming off a loss, so it'll be interesting to see how they can kind of, rejuvenate themselves and just, maybe they can change up their style. Maybe they are getting caught with counters. See how they can really adjust to the moment. And obviously Kobe, a former Xbox player, he used to play a lot on the ranked side, so I'm going to be interested to see if he's been able to make big improvements, see if he maybe, he's been sparring with camp as of late. So I already know Blackout hours, he gets a lot of sparring in with a lot of high-level calf players, so should be good to see.
Yeah, and I'm going to put you guys on the spot here. The way I see it, 4 big fights to round out the card. We got Papadoc versus Cryptic, Daniel the Freeman versus a Bathing Ash, Ea McGrath versus Swiss Slybax, and of course EdParker versus Kratos in the main event. So let's start with fight number 7 here. Cryptic versus Papadoc. Doc, who do you have in that fight?
I'm seeing Papadoc purely based on name value. I have seen Cryptic before, but again, name value wise, he's a veteran of the sport. I'd probably give it to Papadoc, yeah.
Doc picking Doc based off name value. Jamie, who do you got in that fight?
Yeah, I definitely have Papadoc. Very much like Trixie, he's been around. He knows how to get wins, and that's really the most important thing. I know it sounds simple, how to get wins, but he can understand, am I down around? Do I need to put on the pressure? Do I need to back off? Do I need to, fall back on his wrestling, which he is really most known for? But, through the latter half of this game and even to the latter half of UFC 3, he's been really practicing his striking. So I'm hoping we get to see him fall back on his wrestling as he used to.
Yeah, old versus new, definitely a theme in all these fights. Fight number 8, a Bathing Ash versus Daniel the Freeman. Doc, what do you think happens in that one?
I think Freeman tries to come out here with leg kicks, does his normal card playing things, tries to wrestle in some cases, and I think he may just get out grappled. Maybe not. I probably expect to go to decision of all things. I don't see Freeman being put out early, but I feel like Ash will probably have the edge in it.
Going with the veteran again. Jamie, a Bathing Ash, I believe part of your fight camp. But bias aside, who do you got in this fight?
I would definitely give it to Ash, bias aside. I believe that, I'm getting most of this off of the EdParker fight Daniel had. And, he had good leg kicks and he had good movement. But he also did struggle a lot with pressure and combos when he was, on the back foot. And I believe if you're struggling versus combos, a Bathing Ash is definitely the wrong matchup. We could also see, to play devil's advocate, we could also see Daniel, get them takedowns and grind out a decision. But I believe that Ash will be able to squeak out the rounds just through pure damage and, maybe get taken down late, or maybe we'll see him shoot a takedown of his own to ride out the round, as he, like Papadoc, he is also a veteran.
Yeah, so many tools in the kit when you have that much mat time, that much game time. Fight number 9, the co-main event, Swiss Slybax, the legend, versus Ea McGrath, who's riding quite the win streak. Doc, who do you think wins that fight?
I'm going to not side with a veteran for once. I know Swiss has got, as you mentioned, Jamie, he was called the king of pressure, but personally I think Notorious can probably take that pressure and give it back tenfold. Part of the KIA camp, he's a Notorious, as was his previous name, and I feel like he's got that ability to come out there, deal with the pressure, and give his own pressure back. So personally for me, I would back him in that fight.
Yeah, he's demonstrated a wide set of skills, has Ea McGrath, but Swiss Slybax, as you said, the king of pressure, that notoriety he has, maybe a little even more Notorious. Jamie, what do you think about that fight?
Yeah, definitely a good one. can go either way, and like I said, it is a rematch from the Esports Summer Series, in which Swiss did take it. But as with Doc, I am actually going to take Notorious, also more known as McGrath now. Should be a good one though. Like I was saying, it is at lightweight, which is one of Swiss's weaker, weights, and he has been sparring with, the best of the best recently, getting sets in with Blake Tyler, Young Po, Unibot, who, is a legend from UFC 3. But I believe that Notorious, he has KIA, which has acquired a few new members lately, and I think he's definitely, lightweight is one of his strongest weight classes, and I think he may be able to grind out a decision, or, maybe Swiss gasses himself out too early and gets finished late.
Do you know what kind of pick McGrath might be looking at as you eye up that matchup?
Definitely, I would say a Dustin or McGregor pick. I know, maybe that's too obvious to say, but I would say probably Dustin, but he is also very good with Connor, but I believe he might want to give himself the opportunity to fall back on wrestling. Swiss is a very good striker, but he has struggled with wrestling in the past, so I wonder, can Notorious fall back on that and maybe get him down and try and wear out his stamina?
Yeah, there seems to be a path to the victory there. Now, the $10 million question, the main event of the evening. EdParker in the rematch with Kratos. They fought once in the ESFL Unnumbered card. They immediately rematched in the Camp Wars series. Both of those fights, Kratos was able to come out on top and get the win off the veteran. Now they're fighting again in the main event on the biggest stage for that ESFL belt. Doctor, what do you think happens?
Well, logically, the betting favourite would be Kratos, but it's under the big light. It's the main event. It's 5 rounds as well. That could go either way. I would probably still put my bets on EdParker just for the fact it's a main event. It's 5 rounds. The nerves are going to be high for both opponents. I think Ed's just been in that position more, so I'm expecting him to be able to stay more confident, stay under pressure, and just take it a lot more than what Kratos can.
How about you, Jamie?
Yeah, I'd definitely give this to EdParker as well. I know that he had fallen victim to Kratos' pressure, but this one you have to, when you think of EdParker, you think of, Conor McGregor, you think of body work, you think of, gassing their opponent out, getting the late finishes, just demoralizing them. And the weight class is lightweight, as EdParker did have champ choice, so we will get to see that. Ed's claim to fame, McGregor, we'll get to see him work in that body, and I think he may be able to pick apart Notorious, and this weight class will definitely benefit him most. And yeah, I think I'd give it to Ed with a late finish, and like Doctor was saying, Kratos did fall in a #1 contender fight beforehand, so I believe maybe, he might fall to them lights and it may get to him.
The pressure's on, the ESFL jitters, everyone knows it's a real thing and it can't be any bigger than that main event stage. EdParker, we've seen a million times, as you said, that body work, such a big factor, so common to see him take over fights with it. It's gonna be a huge fight, ladies and gentlemen. Before I let you guys go, I got one quick question for you and we'll get out of here. We talked a lot about how different players have different levels of experience. We got some old timers who've been around. Some of them took breaks, came back, and now they're back to form. It seems dominating. We've seen other people kind of fall off, and we've seen some people start off as newcomers to the scene and slowly work their way up. What is it, do you think, that it takes to compete in this game at the highest level? And when I ask that, I'm talking about hours put into the game, general understanding of the mechanics, and what about mechanical skills, your own natural ability to work those sticks and press the buttons that need to be pressed at the right time. Guys, what does it take to be one of the best ESFL competitors in the game? Doc, I'll go to you first. Your experience with Prime Time, seeing all these players come up, watching those affiliate leagues kind of build the talent pool. What have you seen in your time that kind of helps people get there?
One of the biggest things I've seen, at least when you've seen developing talent, is just their ability, in some cases, to understand the game, such as Dirty Dave, who puts that time in, he puts the practice in, but in other times, such as Cam Valentine, who has built up a community around him and learnt from the best of the best. Like when he originally started, if I remember correctly, he learnt the grappling from someone like Let There Be Light, who has a fantastic understanding. So sometimes it's a case of you putting the hours in or finding people in the community to come help, and it's managing to get a mixture of both, which I think will really benefit the best competitive players. If you're looking to become the best, sometimes it's a mixture of making sure you put the hours in, make sure you understand the game mechanics, but also learning the information from someone else, because the game does a really bad job at telling you some of the mechanics sometimes.
Yeah, it can be a struggle. Triple Champ Suave Jamie, what advice do you have to young players? How do you get up to that top level?
I definitely say, you know, one of them is consistency, and just also accepting, you know, the fact that losses do happen. I lose all the time on ranked, or, you know, whether if it's against quick fights against mates, and they will happen. But the main thing is, why did I lose? What did he do to beat me? What can I do to counter what he was doing? Every loss, like, you know, as John Gavin has said, it is a learning lesson, and that's really what you have to take it as. Especially in them lower divisions, you know, you're still learning the game, and, you know, you have to kind of figure out, all right, you know, what, you know, even if it's a new kick that he done, what kick was that? You know, can I duck it? Do I have to sway it? And just really learning and not getting too frustrated. And if you find yourself getting frustrated, you know, don't keep playing. You definitely want to take a break, and, you know, even watch some of the best players and just take parts from people's games. That was definitely one main thing that helped me, you know, whether it was I was facing better players on ranked, or whether it was, you know, in affiliate leagues, or even, you know, sparring people in ESFL. Something's working against me, I like to kind of think, what is that? And then, you know, I take it from their game, and then I'll take something from ZF, I'll take something from Blake Tyler, I'll take something from, you know, JC21, and I'll just, you know, make it into my own game. And that's how you kind of become a great player, you know, taking one thing from everyone and comes all into one.
Yeah, absolutely. Sparring the best players in the game, no better way to gain experience than trying to test yourself over and over again. Again, check out that ESFL Discord if you haven't. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the ESFL Analyst Desk. I'm Luber Libre. If you want more of my content, check out my Twitch. I'll stream once a month or something like that. Doctor, what do you got to say to the guys?
The best place to catch me is in ESFL's Affiliate League or Prime Time, but other than that, I do have a Twitter of the handle Doctor90098, if I remember correctly.
How about you, Jamie?
Yeah, I mostly stream and upload on YouTube, same as the handle there, Suave Jamie. And yeah, I just do ranked streams, you know, fighting subscribers, and upload showcases a lot.
Yeah, one of the best YouTube channels in the scene. Guys, thank you guys for joining me tonight. Bailey and Rob are right around the corner. Stay tuned. Tons of great fights coming, and thanks for joining us.
Fast, already try. Oh, beautiful counter to the takedown. Thank you for joining us tonight.
The disadvantage was Zayef, but then he.
Waiting too much on Trixie. Nice shooting, but turning.
Watching on Twitch, watching on YouTube, watching from around the world tonight. I know the UFC isn't on right now, but guess what? The virtual octagon is here.
Hello everybody and welcome back. It's Sunday night. It's time once again for the ESFL, the Esports Fight League. One
40. Cannot believe we've done this many shows. It's been pretty ridiculous. Many years we've been going now. Anyway, tonight the PlayStation title is on the line once again. EdParker, the new champion, looks to defend against the man to beat him, the last man to beat him, KratosMMA. It should be a great night of fights. Thank you for joining me. And my name's Bailey, or Alex, of course, and as always, my Joe Rogan, because I'm Mike Goldberg, apparently. That's what chat said all the way. And Mr. Bruce Lee, Rob, how are you, man?
Doing very well, doing very well. Hello, everybody. Hello, Bailey, and it is good to see you again. I don't know why I look left because you're right in front of me. Hello, Bailey. And, yeah, another card, 140, and PS5, PS4 boys are bringing it today, and it's always an exciting time when I see the blue in the scouting report. Green is good, but blue is great, Bailey, and I'm excited to be here, and I cannot wait to call these fights.
All right, man. Yeah, I like the energy tonight. Yeah, some great fights tonight. Let's take a look at the card. I know many of you show up in droves when Mr. EdParker is competing. The fan base is in the house tonight, but there you go. The main event, EdParker taking on KratosMMA. They are both 5-1 so far this season. Kratos, #1 contender, and he has 2 wins over Ed. He beat him at ESFL 132, and then the following week at the ESFL Camp Clash. And I believe those were the last losses Ed took in competition. So, see, maybe he's got the blueprint, Rob. Maybe he's figured him out. I don't know. Ed has been looking phenomenal, and he's also the champ, so that should show you how well he's been fighting recently. KIA McGrath is here tonight, aka Notorious, name changed to McGrath. He shall be known herein. He's taking on Swizzler Backs, who is currently undefeated this season. What a matchup there. A Bathing Ash and Daniel Freeman will have a grudge match and a showdown, because those two have been chalking all kinds of before the show. Thank you very much for that. Papadoc is back taking on Cryptic. Cryptic wants to make his way up to contendership tonight, looking to do that by moving past Papa D. And then we've got Ungodly War and Nas. He's your buddy, isn't he, Rob?
Yeah, Nas. I know he's helped me with my TikTok, and you know, a lot of people have said that he can't bring the skills that he displays on his TikTok to the, you know, ranked circuit, to the high-level game, but he is in the ESFL now. Already has a win. A lot of hype behind this guy, and Ungodly War, 3-3, a veteran, is in his way, so that's going to be a very cool matchup. And, Balian, we got Area 55 Spooky versus short notice replacement Bang Bang. I mean, that is a banger of a fight, and there's so many more down the line. This is going to be beautiful.
It will be indeed. Sorry, I'm hearing some weird noises behind me. Let's go to the first fight of the evening.
Sure.
It's going to be a heavyweight. It's going to be a good one. We've got Axe Murderer taking on Bravo.
Ooh, Axe Murderer taking on Bravo. Axe Murderer is 0-3, but so is Bravo. Both of these athletes very much need a win here. And for the Axe Murderer, after getting cut, he participated in the roster rumble and earned his spot tonight. And also, Bravo, too, found his way here through the roster rumble. Bravo, accomplished grappler, calculated pressure against a man in the Axe Murderer that has elite side controls and solid takedowns. So this could be contested on the map, but when you have two wrestlers, Balian, sometimes you get to see the striking.
Yeah, sometimes that does happen. It should be a good one. They both, Rob, were in the ESFL previously, went 0-3, but have earned back their spots through the roster rumble. Did you say that? I did.
I kind of said that, but I didn't. Yeah. So they're back now, Balian. And
they're back, it's like redemption for both men, okay?
Yes.
They're both 0-0, both returning. It's kind of like, you know, the Contender Series. You pick the two.
Exactly.
Comes against each other. Well, one person's going to get off to a good start. One person probably not. It's unfortunate, but I doubt either man will go home, considering this is their second chance. But both need a win here, Rob. I think that's the point.
Definitely, you know, you want to start making that run towards the top of the ESFL, and you don't want to get eliminated. You don't want that first loss after you've worked so hard to get back. So both guys very motivated. And are we in the heavyweight division or the light heavyweight division?
The heavyweight division, Rob.
Heavyweight division.
A Curtis Blades pick, which is not something we see every day. Definitely will have top game advantage if we can get the fight there. 11 Bravo, like we mentioned, a good grappler. But here we go, touching him up. 11 Bravo with the Curtis Blades picked. Axe Murderer in the red gloves with the John Jones. And they are just standing in range, letting the hands go so far. Nice lead hook to the liver there, led forward in it. See if Bravo can make that read. Faking with the outside teeps as well. We saw our first clinch attempt there, the fake level change, but one comes back from Murderer, tries to get it down into the body lock, and look at that belly to belly suplex, Rob. We're on the mat already.
Ready, Axe Murderer striking first blood in the grappling department, getting that first takedown right into side control, and you know that's a big win there. Curtis Blades on his back. He's gonna have to figure something out here. He's got to be careful not to allow Axe Murder to advance, but he does, Bailey, and he's looking for that full mount, it looks like.
Yeah, he kind of did a sprawl fake right there, but spent a bit too much time hanging around Axe Murderer. Goes to backside. Going to retake full guard though. 11 Bravo, nice job. Pump fake on the right-hand side with the backside sit fake. 2 shots to build some GA, but a straight post drop from Axe Murderer, who's just letting 11 Bravo have it there. And there's a high ground and pound stat on John Jones, Rob, right?
Definitely. You don't want to get hit too much. You don't want him posturing up. But right now, Axe Murderer is in his flow, already doing a couple of nice shots. And here we go. This is that flick, the counter from 11 Bravo to get the takedown. Ooh, the tables have turned.
Yeah, a little bit hasty from Axe Murderer there. Maybe he didn't feel like there was a defensive threat. Wow. Oh. Quick momentum sweep there. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, and no attempt to stop it from Bravo. Perhaps got a little bit off guard. Well-timed return to full guard. Done his own one here, but goes to the backside over the top. Easily defended by Axe Murderer. Gets the free posture up and the transition to slide control because of those wrestling perks of John Jones. And we're back in the danger zone. Elbows not nice on the ground.
Definitely not now. Side saddle, nice elbow lands flush on the face of 11 Bravo, and it seems Axe Murderer is going to take this round. He has 1:40 to work, and he's been able to find himself on top, and again trying to step over to that crucifix position, and this is where it gets very scary, Bailey.
Oh, so 11 Bravo faked that first one, then tried to come out the other side. That was denied.
Vicious.
So was this one.
Oh!
And man, yeah, this is a John Jones clinic right here. I mean, this is a horrible position to get out of when anybody's on top of you, let alone John Jones, who seems to just have more stamina than you at all times on the ground, you know, and barely burns anywhere throwing ground and pound, which does tons of damage. It's just a horrible place to be. Diligent work though from Bravo. He's hitting the sprawl fake and finally gets out here. Let's see if he can get back to the feet.
Yeah, and Axe Murderer, like you said, against John Jones, it's like you're in quicksand the longer you're down here, and he's doing damage, tiring out his opponent. There's a beautiful catch sweep there from the bottom, Bailey.
Goes straight to the knee on belly, wants to get some revenge. And there is good ground and pounds from Curtis Bates on top. Surprised he didn't take the top mount transition there. Robbie had it, even after throwing a couple of shots. Maybe he felt like he wouldn't have enough time. Certainly, though, you've got to give that first round to the Axe Murderer.
Definitely, yes. A lot of control. Got that takedown, you know, from the bottom. 11 Bravo did get a couple of nice sweeps, was just unable to do anything with it. And yeah, round 1 going to the Axe Murderer, but here we go, round number 2. Let's see if 11 Bravo can keep this standing a little bit and do some damage, or get his own takedown and impose his will a little.
Yeah, lead hook there. Oh, that's like a straight spinning back. This is a 1, 2, 3, nice work. There's been a lot of takedown and takedown fakes. There is Axe Murderer using that clinch. Oh my God, just spamming those uppercuts there. Tons of damage. Hey!
Yes, beautiful takedown. And, you know, Axe Murderer is making it dirty inside, throwing those lethal elbows, those uppercuts, and now full mount position, and gets the deny as well. This is not good. He's going to be able to posture up here and drop some bombs, Bailey, and he's dropping them now. Oh!
Oh yeah, big shots from the Axe Murderer, and 11 Bravo barely surviving. It's almost a story of the first round again. The top control just too good from Axe Murderer, and in a fight like this, it's about whoever gets that top position. You know, 11 Bravo did a takedown fake before initiating any takedowns. In fact, I don't think we've seen 11 Bravo actually shoot a takedown. It's all come from the other side. In a grappler v grappler matchup, sometimes you really do have to be the guy that tries to do the takedowns first. Otherwise, you know, the other guy will get it on you. This ground and pound's a little too much double frame, though, on the hooks to stayed in it. But if you're 11 Bravo, Rob, I mean, what are you going to do here?
Not be in this position and get to half guard, and there he is. He's able to get out of that danger zone, but still not out of the woods yet, because John Jones is postured up, and from all these positions, he's dangerous. And, you know, 11 Bravo just needs to get to his feet or just out-wrestle him. And it just seems that Axe Murderer is in his flow, in his rhythm. And again, he's showing that his ground game is just a little bit better with John Jones over 11 Bravo.
Yeah, back here, side saddle. Bravo just constantly in defense mode. Gonna have that block eaten up eventually as well. He's taken so many of these elbows, which I believe are 5-star from John Jones on the ground. I mean, they are just nasty. But he's just really not done any damage whatsoever coming out the other direction, is he?
No, and every time, you know, and also it seems Axe Murderer is getting more confident, more aware with his flicks. and really getting in the head of 11 Bravo here, who just cannot seem to shake off this, man. And we know when John Jones is on top, and if you're not on your game, it could be a very difficult situation. And we're going to see another round where Axe Murder, even more so than the first, has imposed his will.
Yeah, it was a good job getting a cheeky deny in there for 11 Bravo, then step over from Axe Murderer. He just can't stop this pressure up. All this ground and pound. Oh, he's not sparing either. He's just camping those frames and not getting them. But it's just too easy almost for Axe Murderer to just unload the damage from here. And 11 Bravo needs to be more proactive, if you ask me, Rob. There we go. Beautiful. I mean, that's the first time he's even really tried to attack. Went for the instant transition to full mount. Didn't get it. It was pretty risky. And we're immediately back to full guard. He's probably going to get swept. He's not careful. 2 shots and a sweep. There we go, Rob. You know what I mean? Like, he needs to be careful. The ground level is just a clear difference, unfortunately.
Yes, couldn't agree more with you, Bailey. And, you know, from the bottom positions or even on top, 11 Bravo gets these small sequences where he's able to get the counter, get the flip, but then right away you see the Axe Murderer just working those hits, working feints. He just seems to be on fire, very offensive with his grappling, while 11 Bravo is just straight defense survival mode.
I mean, I just don't think he can even win right now, 11 Bravo. He's got to do something special.
Yes.
He took half his health off. I mean, this is heavyweight. Oh, my God. Jab, spinning back fist just drops him in. Even now, you know, there's hesitation with 11 Bravo because he's hurt, you know, on the feet, so you've got to be careful. But the hesitations once again led him to being in this bottom position, which is the story of every round, unfortunately.
Yeah, and it looks like the third round will be the same story that we've seen, unless he gets his flip. But it's just, how is he gonna? He hasn't really done any damage to the head. He hasn't really landed any punches. He's just been underneath, eating elbows, eating big ground shots, and it just looks like more of the same. Balian. Oh, there we go.
He got a reversal there, well-timed flick on the defense. And now looking to pass the full mount. Even there, that's good work. That's real good work from the bottom from Axe Murderer. Oh, if he gets that, wow. Yeah.
Sneaky on his back now, but ooh, he's able to turn into it. Now 11 Bravo, still 3 minutes on the clock. And he's just trying to utilize some of these denies and try to stop the bottom game of Axe, who is so active, Bailey. And I mean, just always moving, never, you know, just refuses to be held down.
Wow, I'm surprised he defended that. First of all, I think he was power transitioning to get to mount there, Rob, because he lost so much stamina and he still didn't get mount. So I think 11 Bravo knows, you know, I gotta get to these positions. He's literally R1ing these transitions, but he's still not able to get them. And the reversal comes again from Axe Murderer, gonna take side control once more. Oof, and it's just not a fun time grappling against a John Jones character at heavyweight.
Especially the way Axe Murderer is playing right now, and he's just staying in his face as well with John Jones. 11 trying to find his rhythm here in this last portion of this round. He's desperate. He needs to get this knockout. Good shots from the clinch position.
It's just not enough unless he can time his overhand or something. Set a head kick up. He's going to try flip straight down the middle. Ooh, a lovely axe kick over the top there. Oh, that's going to hurt to the body. Switch kick there. 11 Bravo trying to stop Axe Murderer from coming forward, but now he's planting. And those are some fast combinations from a John Jones, to be honest.
Yeah, they are. And he's landed a few uppercuts, a flying knee. He's trying to get the kill. Right now, 30 minutes. He's standing up and he's throwing. He likes that straight as well. He likes that spinner. And there's finally the kill shot. Beautiful uppercut.
More than likely. No, 11 Bravo's still up. It looks like he loaded up on the overhand. He was really trying to land something. It just really hasn't been able to do any damage at all. If you look at Axe Murderer's health, I mean, he's barely been hit.
Oh! Man, oh man. Big win for the Axe Murderer. And it was his elbows and his takedowns, Bailey, and his willingness to go offensive right from the beginning.
Yeah, it was those first 2 rounds definitely helped him. Once he got top position, it was just impossible really for Bravo to get back up. He also got Otsugari'd cheekily, you know, in the second round, and that was just the beginning of the end as well. So it's just those little moments like that that just led to it. But yeah, you can't deny how good Axe looked on the ground there, Rob. I mean, every time he got full guard, he was able to reverse position and take top position back. So between 2 grapplers that battled back and forth there, I think he proved he was the better grappler.
Indeed, he definitely proved that. I mean, every time he was taken down, he was able to be active from the bottom, using his strikes, using his feints, using the momentum sweep. 11 Bravo really was unable to get anything going from the opening seconds of that round. Axe Murder was just all over him, and yeah, his ground and pound, his technique, everything was just so beautiful to watch and so skillful, and he really showed that he is a dynamic grappler. And here we go, his first win back. Axe Murder's got to be proud.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be happy with that one. It's just replicating that against higher level opponents who are able to fight on the ground as well as him, and then seeing how his striking then matches up. Because at the end of the day, you really do need to be well-rounded on this game, because you can't always rely on that one game plan. You got to take it where it's got to go, and that's how it works, isn't it? Right, let's jump straight into another fight. I think if we're ready to go, we'll move straight into the next one. Keep things moving here on the Sunday. We've got Gavin taking on Sambo. Rob is going to be at flyweight as well, so from heavyweight to flyweight. Let's jump into it.
All right, here we go. Ranked 28th, Gavin, 2-4 after losing a close decision against his teammate Perseus. Has to fight another teammate tonight, and they know each other very well, but they're going to put on a show for the viewers, they say. And Gavin's bringing crisp striking, high-level grappling, and some good pressure. And Sambo War moving up to the 12th ranked, 3-3. He lost his last fight versus LS Venenator, and he is ready to come back and bounce back with his good boxing, his footwork, his calculated striking, and his good takedown defense, both in the War camp, like I said. And looks like we're going with Brandon Moreno versus, who was that, Bailey? Was that Mighty Mouse?
Figueiredo.
Oh, it's Figueiredo. Ooh, so Figueiredo's going to bring that power, but Moreno's going to bring that speed and that fury. Indeed, Bailey. And what do you think about these two picks here?
Well, I think Sambo, he's got to time his shots, and it's about landing at the correct range more than it is landing in volume. So he's got to make sure he's in the right position to drop the big hooks, the big hands, or the leg kicks. And then Gavin, I think he's got to push the pace, push the pressure. He's definitely got to throw more punches than Sambo. Otherwise, he's going to be in a bit of a tough spot. But let's see. Maybe there'll be a bit of grappling involved as well. Not bad to get us off. Like you said, two members of the War camp, a little bow. Gavin versus Sambo. We might as well be a trend.
Yes, no crowd tonight, just quietness. How could they do this to us, Balian?
It's okay. It's at the gym. Ow! That's what we see about the time in there, though, Rob. Straight lead hook from Sambo. Caught him nicely on Gavin. Right at the end of his range
after it
right now. Yeah, Gavin doing a great job fighting just in that Brandon Moreno boxing range. Nice. There's a double. Good defense, though, from Sambo. Oof, punishing knee. Landed as well to the head.
And that's good for Gavin. Oh, my goodness. Gavin looks like his combinations are coming out fast, coming out crispy. But, he refuses to be backed up. Figueiredo, a.k.a. Sambo War, is now putting on the pressure, landing some good body shots. But these two are getting after it from the opening. This fight's already very exciting.
Yeah, they definitely have fought before. You can tell. Nice return on the inside right there. Double shots to the body. Lead hook there lands for Gavin. And a knee beautifully timed by Sambo. Didn't do a ton of damage. These two, so accurate, though. Just landing everything at the perfect range with a lead hook into a spinning back kick after he landed a beautiful lead. Body kick and then a knee. And then it catches him with a left hook on the break. Rob, Sambo is just tagging Gavin right now.
He is, but Gavin coming back a little bit with that nice straight uppercut combination, and these two are not wasting any strikes. Every single strike has a purpose. They're landing with some really high-level accuracy right now. Oh, big shots. Here comes Gavin War, utilizing that speed. Oh, beautiful pull counter.
Oh, letting the hand speed go. You're right, Rob. Really taking advantage of that. It's that lead hook as well that's sneaking in there. And there was some great timing from Sambo on those knees. I mean, those things were just split-second timing, nailing it every time, especially because they're at flyweight. Oof. Shots in the clinch now from both. Gavin fakes a single leg and hit him with the right hook, and then two more shots drops him. Now with the ground and pound for the finish. Wow, what a sequence, Rob. He set that up beautifully, didn't he?
He went for a fake takedown and then comboed off of it and just knocked out his opponent in vicious fashion. That was unbelievably skillful. I mean, he did it earlier, too. There's the finish right there. On the way down, catches him with the straight. But earlier in the fight, he faked that takedown and utilized it. Obviously, something he's been training. And, man, he has bamboozled Sambo in this fight. Gavin War, both guys put on a beautiful performance, though. I mean, that was a striker's delight, Bailey. I know you had a good time during that fight.
Yeah, I mean, that was beautiful. Like, he faked the single, then hit him with a 3-piece, and then immediately fired again with another 2-piece. So it wasn't just like the single fake, but it was the hand speed of the combinations, and then just the ability to like go after one. Like as soon as the offense came, he was returning his offense. There was no like delay. It was like fire, break, fire. You know, not fire, wait, see what my opponent does, block, counter, return. It was just like fire, fire. It was interesting. Anyway, it was impressive is what I'm going to say. You could tell those two fought. You could tell Sambo was super high level, the way he was putting his combinations together. He was really slick, his timing on that knee. But yeah, Gavin just took his opportunity, and as soon as he hurt him, Rob, he just put a good nail in that coffin, finished him off.
Arched him, and that's the way you want to fight. Both guys put on a show. Even though they didn't have the crowd, they still came after each other, which makes it okay with me. And you know, wow, Sambo, whoo! I mean, he had a tough loss right there, but at least he was entertaining, and can't wait to see Gavin in the future. A big win tonight.
Yeah, and they're both from that War team as well. We'll just a shout out to the ESFL Discord, by the way. If you're not following the Discord, or not joined the Discord, I should say, let's go drop it in the chat there for those people who want to join. You can keep up to date with all the news going on in the community as well. But also you can join a team. There's loads of teams in the Discord like War, people that compete. If you want to join a team, if you want to sign up for the events, make sure you are in the Discord. Yeah, you can spar each other. You could spar ESFL scouts as well if you want to see if you're ready, or maybe you can just convince one of them just to spar, see where your level's at, so you can get an idea of it. But yeah, jump in the ESFL Discord if you're not in it as well. Right, let's jump to the next fight. We got Kobe taking on Blackout Hours. We're going up to bantamweight, Rob. This should be a good one as well.
Here we go, bantamweight division. We got ranked 32 Blackout, 0-1 loss his ESFL debut versus Dima, a fight in which he filled in on short notice. Now he has a full camp in preparation. He was a former UFL champion and is ready to showcase that skill level again and has the heart of a champion. But Kobe, 1-1, a little bit higher ranked, 22, lost his last fight against K.I. Notorious, a fight in which he filled in on short notice, and now he's ready to show what he can do on a full camp. So both guys have some full camps. They're ready to go. Kobe, a technical kickboxer. Talk about these picks, Balian.
Yeah, so we've got Yan versus Aldo. I mean, this is a great matchup here. I think the key for the Aldo player, which is Blackout in this case, you know, he's got to pick his moments. He cannot compete with the pace that Kobe's inevitably going to set with this Yan pick. So he's got to use that defensive head movement of Aldo, try and slip, land the big, hard, heavy counter shots, catch him with hard leg kicks. But it's all about the timing again. You know, he can't be the one forcing offense. He's got to be defensively aware and catch him with the counters and the combinations. Because I think if he goes at the pace that Kobe's going to set, he's going to have a hard time keeping up with Aldo after, you know, that second round, moving into the late rounds. If it goes that far, which I think it will, but they are going toe-to-toe right now, just trading hands.
Definitely Blackout with Jose Aldo. You know, sometimes you want to come out very fast and you don't want to get that snowball lead, that force nature perk that we always talk about when you're talking about a Peter Yan player. And right now already he's doing more damage. He's dishing it out. Oh, spinning back kick to the body. Kobe starting out strong.
Yeah. So for me, I mean, Blackout's really not using his kicks enough, right? This is the advantage he has on this pick, but he's forcing the action, which you shouldn't do if you're the one with the lower cardio, really. And he's also not kicking, he's forcing boxing range. So he got hit with a big combination right there. He has done some damage because he's got some power, but I just think it's a little dangerous to run into Peter Yan and just wait for him to stop punching you in the face so you throw hands back, you know?
I couldn't agree with you more. Yeah, coming in, trying to trade. There's some kicks there, the lead body teep, and that was caught again. Ooh, he's already ready. He's gonna use that to push him back, and a nice little elbow.
Oh,
counter by Blackout, bang! Down he goes!
Non-stop unloading the hands right there. One quick catch with the rear uppercut, and then another quick combination. Continued the rock, sits him down against the cage, and then the beautiful trip into side control. Great work from Blackout. Sat back and landed that beautifully, and then just like in the last match, Rob, able to fully capitalize. Couldn't get the stoppage, but, you know, followed it up with a drop as well.
Yeah, and that just shows that he's got confidence in his hands. And now he's turning him up.
Oh my God.
Putting some pressure. Ooh, landing big shots. Bang! Uppercut stings him. Down he goes, Balian once again. And wow, Blackout is all over Kobe right now.
I can't believe he's just standing there taking it. He's not moving his feet. I mean, those combinations were coming from Blackout, and Kobe just literally stood in the pocket, in range of every single one of them, Rob. Maybe not the smartest idea. It does get the takedown out of it now, though. I think both of these guys are pretty stubborn in their striking, perhaps.
I would think so, and Kobe, yeah, looked a little bewildered as Blackout was coming forward, just laying so many combos. There's the flick from the bottom, beautiful stuff. That's gonna, switch positions. Now Blackout on top with a minute to go, and Blackout is stealing this round, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, nice deny right there. See what he does with it. 3-4 hits to build momentum, and then just the get up from Blackout, so nothing doing there. Both men looking for that pull counter now, though, inevitably. Ooh. Oh, man, they're just fighting literally toe-to-toe.
Bailey, it seems like these PS guys fight differently on the feet. I don't know. It just seems more aggressive and more just. Do you see that too when we're watching the Xbox guys? It's not that they're better; they just fight differently almost.
I think it completely depends on the fighter, but I mean, there's a lot else going on as well. Nerves. It's the ESFL. That can make you not perform well. You can lock up when you need to flow and relax a little. And from Blackout right now, if you ask me, he's just forcing the action a little bit too much, but clearly it's working for him, Rob. He's getting he's landing, right?
Yeah, they're banging in there, Bailey. They're throwing with reckless abandon.
Easy,
sneaky
easy
slip
money.
right. Beautiful.
Hold off. Came
Jinx.
up with the right hook. There we go. Didn't need to. Didn't need to worry about it because I mean, both those guys are so reckless. I mean, just running forward. It doesn't matter though. Great job by Blackout. Slipped off the center line, landed that right hook. That was a beautiful shot. Very, very clean. And Kobe just trying to force the action there. We'll see it again. Just stepping through. Pushes the right hand. He was trying to throw something else after that as well. Just ducked off to the outside of it. Here we go. Jab straight. Bam. Nice right hook. Good job. Great job by Blackout to close out the show.
Oh, just a sinister slip right hook right there by Blackout. And both these guys came forward, aggressive-minded, came for the kill, and it was Blackout who was able to get that done. And early in the fight, you saw him struggle a little bit, but then once he started to get his rhythm, you saw that early double uppercut miss, Bailey, and then he kind of slipped back, cracked him in that first round, and then I believe in round number 2. Was that? Did I even go to round 2? This whole fight has been blurred. It was so exciting, Bailey.
Yes, I think it did. Yeah, that was right at the start of round number 2. It was like 8 seconds in. They just get inside. Great fight right there as well, mate. I loved it. Right. Yeah, we'll move on to the next one. We have a bit of a oh no, that I'm looking at the wrong one. Yes, we have Spooky and Bang Bang. Rob, you were very excited for this one.
Oh yes, I am. Area 55 Spooky is one of those players that, his name represents him well because he's got some of the sickest ground game. If he gets you to the side control position, good luck. You may never get out again. And he's been working on his stand-up. It's unique. He's been working on those leans. He's just very explosive with the stand-up as well. So he's a complete mixed martial artist, a lot of experience, Area 55 trained. He was supposed to fight against, I believe, Crooks. Now he's got Bang Bang, and we know Bang Bang as a late replacement is going to be a very scary matchup. He's very confident in his skills. He loves those pull counters. He has some legendary pressure. 3 and 4 right now, and this is a huge opportunity. Both guys are very dangerous. I can't wait for this match.
Yeah, I really like this matchup as well. We've got Habib versus Connor. It's just like pure wrestler versus pure striker in terms of the stat distribution here. So I'm very excited for this one. Let's see how it goes. Nice pivot to get things started. We've got the HUD is hidden as well. I like it. Oh, no, it's not. Excuse me. But Spooky did pick up Habib, shoots the double leg already. Nice job. Bang Bang pushing forward. It made it a little bit easier to do so. Yeah, he blocked the left hook and just shot that double leg immediately. But to the knees for Bang Bang. Inevitably, he's going to be trying to get back to the feet as soon as possible. But he's taking this body damage, which we always talk about, Rob. We don't know why people sit here and take this. He's not maybe waiting for a ref stand-up. Timed it well, though.
Yeah, that's a position.
Lovely. Oh, lovely.
Ooh, hello. See, this is definitely Spooky's world right now. And his ability to get Bang Bang here so easily, this is just terrible if you're a Bang Bang fan because he is already down. Those body shots are already going to slow him down, and he's having to grapple, and Area 55 Spooky is getting comfortable in there, Balian.
Yeah, and he also needs to recognize quickly that there is no safe way up from that sprawl position because every stand-up ends with you still in a grappling position, which means you've not really ended the grappling. Oh, what a reversal. It takes top mount straight away as well. Bang Bang just waiting for it. Going to get a little bit of damage from the posture up. Nice work with the left hand right there, mixing between the hook and the straight. Just punching it out. So I'm sure he's not going to worry too much about the sweep from the top. And it's not going to come off. Nice work by Bang Bang.
Big plays by Bang Bang right there to get that sweep, to deny that, side control sweep from the bottom, and now to be on top in full mount. I mean, that was just a huge play, a flick of the fight, and now he can win this round if he stays on top. We'll see what he does.
Yeah, one pump fake to the outside, and yeah, I think you're right, Rob. I think the worst thing he can probably do is stand up. Probably just stay here. The fight's going to return here. Just try and hold as much as you can. Now be very, very careful. Good posture up right there. He's going to get up. Okay, fair enough.
Oh, and cracks him.
And another one. Oh, and
big
shot as well. Oh. Rips the body with the left hook. A nice job recovering the clinch right there by Spooky. He throws his own right hand. Oh, the pull out of the left hook. You said he was good with it. Comes back with the uppercut. Oh, straight back to feet by Spooky, but he nailed him there, Rob.
Oh, man, he nailed him, and now Spooky's starting to feel him, trying to get that takedown, but the denial from Bang Bang, but the stamina advantage is too much. Gets the takedown, relentless.
Yeah, he needs more of this. He needs to keep hitting him, keep making him work, keep draining as much stamina as possible. Conor McGregor is the most dangerous in the first round. He's got through this one with 2 takedowns, good work, but he did get dropped. So, yeah, you've got to give this round to Bang Bang, most likely.
Yeah, it's definitely close, but that was a big rock there, and seems like this round's been going on forever, but Spooky did have a lot of success and has gone through that first round, is landing some good shots to the body, mixing it up, and that's going to take some stamina away from the Conor McGregor player, Bang Bang, but, Bang Bang did strike well in that round. What a fight so far.
Great fight, absolutely amazing fight. But to see the dominant wrestling from the grappler on top, but also the striker had his moment, very brief. It's a very difficult round to score, but I think you would probably win based on the knockdown. But the damage, there was damage done on both sides.
Definitely. And here we go. Ooh, look at that fast takedown. That was so sick. Right into side control, Balian.
He did a little snap jab, and then, single leg with the outside turn. Nice work. Spooky on top once again. Nice deny there, though. Not giving up. The side saddle, the crucifix position. Bang Bang got to pick his moment. He was able to sweep from the bottom before and end up in side control. It was very nice work. Went for the quick get up. That's a little surprising to see Bang Bang do that. Maybe he just wanted to test it. I figured he had enough stamina, would be okay to recover. There's the half guard bump back from this position. The clock will tick down. The longer he stays down here.
The fact that Bang Bang is able to survive in these positions shows that he has very good defensive grappling, because Area 55, he can get you stuck in these terrible spots and you're never getting out. I've felt him in there before, and he is dangerous in these positions, but Bang Bang is fighting well, full guard now, a little bit safer, so he's been training hard.
Yeah, he needs to throw some fakes of his own, just because there's so many coming out from Spooky. You kind of need to go first in this situation and out fake the guy on top. There we go. But even there, I think that might have been a quick get up, though. I'm not sure what Bang Bang did there. But he got denied, lost a bunch of stamina, and then, the posture and the transition came out. So Spooky immediately just punishing him for it. Makes you definitely not want to do that. Now he's working that body, Rob.
Oh, yes, this is terrible. Those knees are nasty. Sapping the gas tank, scoring. There's the roll, but this position is no better. This Khabib ground and pound up here is terrible. You do not want to be here. There's that fake, commits, gets the flick. Good shot, good stuff by Bang Bang, keeping him from going to that side position or that backside position.
The thing is, he has to remember what happened last time he did this, and as soon as he does it, he has to defend the pull guard or something else. Runs him to the cage on the back. Lovely work. Spooky just all over him. And this is what I mean. That's not a safe get-up, Rob, because you're not disengaging from the grappling. You have to acknowledge that. And he's gone to it now, perhaps in a moment in the second round where he could have pulled something out, but now straight back to this groundwork.
Yeah, and all this groundwork is so good for Spooky, but not for the McGregor player, because he is gassing out. He's using so much of his stamina in these engagements with all the good perks that, Khabib possesses. And we have a minute left, and he is just on his back in a dominant position. And we're still here in backside. This is where you can do some real damage.
Finally, I thought he was going to get the full guard transition off there, though, but just the grappling stat of Spooky beats Bang Bang. Back to this sprawl position, taking the shots to the body. This will carry through to the next round here. So Bang Bang looking beaten up. He can't get finished from this position. He gets that get up he wants, but he's not disengaged. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a pull. No, nice work there. Finally for Bang Bang, who lets it go. Burns the stamina out to do so. 10 seconds left in this round. It's third and final. It's probably one apiece. Nice pivot as well, Rob. Oh, 1-1, you think?
Could be 1-1 definitely, and it seems like Spooky has separated himself and has set himself up for success in this third round. Has gotten through that danger zone, hasn't really taken too much damage, and now he just needs to close the deal right now, trying to get that takedown. But Bang Bang says no, you have to work for it.
Yeah, nice job. He needs to adjust here as well. Maybe throw some body kicks or lead with the lead hook, because there's pivots coming off that center line from Spooky. I'm sure he'll make the read. Look at him push the action now, but he's got to acknowledge he has taken some damage. Ooh, like just out of range there. There's that pivot on the 1-2. Great way to deny that Conor McGregor straight left. Keep hitting those pivots, but you got to be careful. You don't go into a lead hook. He keeps going to that left-hand side. Oh, lovely job. Just as he was thinking about changing it up. The double leg comes out from Spooky, and that just looks incredibly hard to deal with, Rob.
It is. His setups for his takedowns, especially when he's Khabib. Oh, what a deny right there. And his top game, I mean, Spooky is a dangerous player, and he has just improved his skills so much. His stand-up, everything coming together so nicely. Another hard deny to hit, and man, he is looking dominant in this fight.
Yeah, and it's real tough because you're in there. It's stressful, you know, but there are things Bang Bang could be doing, maybe some fakes, you know, to bake those pivots out, you know, fakes and then leg kicks or even leg kicks to them. He's going to sit back for this knee bar now, which is lovely stuff we don't see every day. You've got to posture up. And then I think it's L1, R1, and then the right-hand side. Trying to hunt this down. It's a pretty good sub-defense from Bang Bang right now, peeling up to the far right-hand corner, doubling, tripling up on the same side right now before Spooky makes a read to it. I have to do something a little different now because he's put my right-hand side enough time, Rob. Spooky's making the adjustment and going to it now. Moving all the way up to the left, but I don't think it's going to be enough. The tap comes, Rob, in the third round via knee bar. Spooky getting the W right there. Ooh, and causing a lot of problems to Bang Bang throughout that fight. It was short notice, though.
Yes, he was causing a lot of problems, and we don't really see, at least myself, I don't see that knee bar too often, so a nice little slick submission from the top and gets the finish, the cherry on top to a glorious performance. In Area 55 now, 2-0, showcasing so much dominant grappling. I mean, you do not want to go against this guy if you are not 100% training your grappling. And, I mean, damn. Area 55 Spooky looking phenomenal, Balian.
And that submission, that knee bar is very dangerous because it only comes up if you have the stamina advantage. Like, you cannot go to the transition of that submission unless the stamina advantage exists. Then it will come up when you hold, is it L1 or R1? I can't remember. I need the control. I think it's L1.
Maybe both.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's L1. I think it is both. I think it's L1, R1, and then the right flick from that posture position. So it literally won't be there unless you have the stamina advantage. So when you get it, it's very dangerous for sure, especially against Conor, who has a low sub defense. That late in the fight, the stamina disadvantage, I mean, you're probably going to finish that more than likely. He almost got out of it, but he just kept maybe going to that right-hand side too many times as well. But a great finish to a fight. I mean, L2 and R1, there we go. Yeah, you have to get a good stamina advantage. See, Kez knows in chat here, Rob, doesn't he? Anyway, what did you think of the fight as a whole?
Oh, I thought immediately I was noticing the takedown fakes and the setups from Spooky. I mean, these guys, you think that the ceiling has been reached. And then every time we do these ESFLs, I'm like, dude, the game is still evolving. Even after so long, these players are figuring out different ways to be dangerous. And we're seeing Spooky using those jabs, using those feints. And in the previous fight, we're seeing the feint takedowns to the strike. So these PS boys are putting it together so well. And I saw Bang Bang in that first round really throwing out his striking and showcasing why he is dangerous, but Spooky able to deal with that, to slow him down, to be that monkey on his back and just drain him of his life force. Bailey, and it was beautiful. It was such an exciting fight, and I'm having a good time.
It was a great fight, really good fight. Loved it. All right, perfect. Let's jump to another fight. How about that? By the way, this time, next fight we got coming up. It will be Camouflage taking on UFC Turkey. Turkey, the winner of the Camp Clash, of course. Bit of a sleeper fight, this one, Rob.
Indeed. You know, a little bit of bad blood between these guys. UFC Turkey ranked 16, 3-2. He says he wants to shut down his opponent tonight. He says he's delusional for thinking he was winning their first fight because these guys have fought before. Camouflage said he fought Turkey, he was winning, but then he got flash KO'd out of nowhere. So Camo's gonna bring that crazy pressure, that world-class timing, and all he needs to do is hit one sub. A choke sub is such his bread and butter. He is dangerous, but UFC Turkey is a survivor with his masterful combos, and he is an overhead master. Finding out of that truth camp, Camo out of the war camp. Here we go. These two are coming for each other's throats.
Yeah, this should be a very, very good fight. The ping, not great, unfortunately, but just going to have to deal with it for this one. You know where there won't be a ping problem, Rob?
Where?
At ESFL Live in Vegas, June 4th and 5th, everybody.
It's going to be like cutting butter with a hot knife.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Does that work as an analogy? I suppose the connection will be so good. It'll be like a hot knife through butter. Okay.
There you go, Balian. There you go.
Yeah, if you didn't know, we're in season 3 right now for UFC 4. At the end of this season, I think in about 8 weeks' time, maybe 8 more shows. Actually, Rob, I think it's 10 more shows because I think ESFL 150 will be at Vegas. So 10 more shows, guys. 10 more weeks, and we will be live in Vegas at the HyperX Arena doing our first live show.
It's gonna be good. Gonna be so good, Balian. And the way these guys are fighting, it's just such a good product to watch. It's entertaining, it's exhilarating, and this match right here is probably gonna be the same. I can't wait. Here we go. Respect being shown. Whitaker mirror match.
Yeah, we do have a bit of a mirror match, but these generally turn into very good fights. So hopefully that's what happens tonight. Come here in the red guard. UFC Turkey in the blue guard. Both guys very good, very well rounded, great strikers as well there. So let's see who comes out on top. These seem not always easy to get a hold of. Oh, sorry, I was going to commentate, but I just did a big yawn, Rob. Sorry.
It's all good. You know, that was a nice little combination. He went in with that lean. Sometimes when you throw that lean in there, it startles your opponent. It can set up a nice head kick, but it seems the fight is just heating up here. And whenever you're dealing with a big ping disadvantage, sometimes it takes a while to get used to the rhythm.
Yeah, so Turkey's bouncing on the outside now, trying to pull those lead leg techniques off and maybe slide off to the left-hand side, circle out that way. He's throwing a lot of that lead body kick, and that's landing at a really nice range. Nice to by Camouflage, though, just to grab the free single collar after the kick landed. Paolo's uppercut through the middle, nice adjustment with the knee, though. I'm loving the way Turkey's putting these combinations together. Nice job, caught the body kick there as well. 2 shots from the outside, lead uppercut, wow, no, sorry, rear uppercut. Into the lead hook. Turkey putting it together again with a step in straight. And Puglia trying to take that head off the center line. Slip and rip set something up here as well. But the commitment to these 1 shots at a time here from Turkey, Rob. He's nailing these single shots, and then he's got these lovely little 4-piece combinations he's putting together as well. Oh, elbow.
Yeah, it seems Camouflage just coming in with no shots, no offense, just plodding forward, putting the range very close in the phone booth, and UFC Turkey is having his way with Camouflage. So Camos needs to be careful just plotting in like this. UFC Turkey is lighting his ass up like it's a birthday party. Nice
job with the late denial. Back on the feet for Turkey, using that big lead hook that Whitaker has. Nice. Oh, get a little bit of get your own back right there for Turkey. He gets the takedown. Immediately end up in this backside position. Camouflage rolls through. He denied the posture up, so Turkey says fine, straight back to the feet.
Back to the feet, and Kama needs to switch it up right now. Blood coming out of that left eye. Shots coming from all sorts of directions. He's getting pieced up in there, Balian.
I mean, Camouflage is just walking into him, Rob. I mean, he's not jamming into him. He's not stutter stepping in or faking and then pulling out. He's just walking into him and going second and eating punches. So he's got more stamina as a result, but he's just getting hit, Rob. And the block is also on the way down. Turkey's putting these combinations together. He's going that jab inside calf kick and then 2 more straight lead overhand. And Camouflage is just walking forward like a zombie's overthrowing, Rob.
Yeah, he is. You can tell he's struggling a little bit with that ping. He's trying to figure out how to, get that entry, and he's just unfortunately not able to keep up with the timing, and Turkey is on fire right now, just making him pay. And that straight lead overhand that he's landing, going to the body, I mean, he's just hitting him with so much offense. Bang! Right hand to the chops!
Yeah, he's also camping that pull counter as well, which hasn't come out for him yet. Maybe he'll catch one. Nice ducking round. Hopefully to block that one. And thought he was going to get the sweep at the end. Yeah, that's not a great round right there for Camouflage. I mean, look at that, 28 significant strikes. That's a lot to eat in a round, especially with no ground and pound. And he ate them all very viciously. On the chin, to the body, all sorts of places.
Yeah, he's that was a terrible round for Camouflage. You know, it's interesting. He just steps, he's just walking forward and like a robot. Oh, eats a nasty front kick through the block, but still damage pours through, and he just needs to figure this out. He's trying to put that pressure Balian, but it just doesn't seem to be working.
Yeah, just really trying to hook him down. He's got the most damage I feel like in this fight from that clinch, and now he's jabbing.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why he wasn't before. Looks to be trying to camp the full counter as well. Lead body kick, nice job landing that. Turkey leading now with that lead up to the body, and then I love the way he kind of finishes his combinations, Rob. He almost throws two punch combinations rather than one continuous 4-piece.
Yeah, I mean, he basically has a punching bag in front of him, Balian, that's walking towards him. He's able to land his combinations, always ending with that straight lead overhand, and now the block is so deteriorated on Camouflage that these shots are going to start doing some real devastating damage. He needs to be careful, or this fight's going to end quickly.
Yeah, even there, he pivoted and then didn't follow up. I don't know if that was a problem with the ping or something like that. Nice job denying that takedown. Turkey says no. Oh, he does get that clinch, swim through. Double knees, and we are going to get to the cage. No. Oh, landed the body kick. He does have stamina, though, Camouflage. You know, he really does have enough to explode for some combos. Nice stepping straight to the body. Oh, trying to commit to that elbow and got caught with a right hand in the process.
And you're right, Balian. Look at that stamina. I mean, UFC Turkey has put everything he has into this fight to get this kill. And right now he has him hurt again, but Kama does have a big stamina advantage. Oh! Maybe playing Rocky Balboa a little bit. Another knockdown for UFC Turkey.
And another deny, man. Turkey's very good at those takedown denials. Or at least keeping his block low when he needs to. Oh, there's a nice trip, though. No, a late takedown denial. Camouflage finally getting top position. Done a bit of work with the uppercuts in this round. Now hopefully going to get some elbow damage off, and that's a cheeky couple of elbows.
Indeed, sharp elbows. Full mount position. Kama now in control a little bit towards the end of this fight. Here we go. Stamina low on him. Oh, big shots.
Man, this is a way to get some revenge, and this is Camouflage taking advantage of that full stamina bar right now, being able to continuously unload ground and pound, especially as the blocks start to go down. It's almost like the Homer Simpson strategy in this fight, Rob.
Yeah, exactly. The Homer Simpson strategy, the SpongeBob strategy, just let your opponent beat the hell out of me and then tire him out, and it's worked. I don't know if that was his plan, but it's working out.
Yeah, the straight right to the body. Big elbow. He's going to break through the block, pivot to the side from Turkey. When that lead uppercut came in, that would have put him down inevitably. Nice knee to the body, came back with the elbow as well. But Camouflage taking full advantage of the fact he has a gas tank. Some body work. Would probably a miss right here. Great second round there, though, Rob.
Oh, what a crazy second round. And okay, so 2 stuns and knockdowns. You got to think UFC Turkey is ahead 2-0 in this fight. But Kama, with a full gas tank in round number 3, is going to be coming for UFC Turkey's head. He's going to try to put him in the oven, and he's going to try to have Thanksgiving dinner early. But can Turkey deny it, Balian? Can he survive? We're about to find out.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I feel like Kama just really wanted him to burn that stamina, just kept the pace really high. Didn't really throw any offense himself.
Yeah.
And as a result, his block is low, his head health is low. Turkey is getting tired. The body elbow and then the jab, right hook again from Turkey. Oof, that lead hook is so fast.
And all UFC Turkey needs to do is land a good combination, a couple hard shots. Kama can't really rely on that block, but right now he's just landing fly against the cage. Round shots. Oh, he connects. Beautiful.
Up kick as well. Great job. Oof. Oh, right hand over the top from Turkey, though. Camouflage. He's trying to turn this fight around and he's been dragging it into deep waters, but he's so hurt. And he knows it. And Turkey's trying to find a finish. Nice job. Straight lead hook, ducking roundhouse over the top. Not enough stamina to keep going. There's a knee to the body and the elbow in a full-point combination from Camouflage. Started with that lead hook through the right one twice. That straight overhand is still coming out, but the lack of stamina is really hurting Turkey as he's trying to back up. Oh,
he is. UFC Turkey is fading right now. He's fighting for his life, but the stamina is just not there. Camouflage is starting to flow a bit. He's putting on the pressure. He knows he has him hurt. There's the takedown attempt by Turkey. Unable to get it. Camo back to the feet. This is wild.
I'm kind of surprised Turkey didn't try and jump on him there just to get some ground pound. He's up 2 rounds, you know. It's a bit of a dangerous game to still be on the feet. 2.5 minutes left. Camo still moving forward. Got the ducking right hook. There's that 3-piece off the ducking roundhouse. And the spinning elbow again from Camo, which really hurt Turkey in that second round. Oh, the 4-piece breaks through the block. Sits him down. This is bad news for Turkey, Rob.
Terrible news. Completely gassed out. Head health is low. He's hurt. Camo firing 3-4 punch combinations. Nice pivot. Here comes Camo. He's going to go for the finish right here, Balian. Big hooks coming.
Yeah, he was lucky to get 4 punches to connect right there. I don't know if Turkey left the feet for a second. There's a spinning back fist that was perfectly timed. And this is bad news for Turkey. All that work he did early is going out the window right now. Camouflage with the stamina. Going to be able to keep pushing forward. One more spinning attack. He's landed 3 of those now every single time. Turkey having problems, but he's out, Rob. The winner. Camouflage, what a comeback.
What a wild fight. Literally got his ass handed to him on a silver platter for 2 rounds. Besides the last portion of that second round, just came forward. Maybe that was his strategy, Balian. I don't know. Completely gassed out his opponent and then came for the kill in round number 3. Legendary performance. What a fight. I am so hyped right now. I want to scream very loudly, but I'm going to keep it together. And Balian, how did you feel about that fight?
It was a great fight, wasn't it? It was kind of questionable what Camouflage's tactics were early. Maybe he was having trouble with the ping, you know, and the timing of things, and it was throwing him off because he was basically just walking into punches, and Turkey was landing some great combinations. And we were talking about those 4 pieces all fight long, and then you kind of realize if you are throwing 4-punch combinations, you are going to get tired because especially when the second combination begins with less than full stamina, that's when you try and start to tax that long-term stamina. So it kind of makes sense that you'd get a little bit tired, and he wasn't able to finish him either. And Camouflage came back. I mean, Whitaker's got great recovery stats as well, so that really helps too.
That's a great point. Yeah, he really relied on that block in those early rounds. His block was completely compromised, his head health, but he was able to sustain that pressure because, yeah, that's a great point, that recovery on Robert Whitaker to take that damage and take that punishment and come back. And I mean, that was one of the most wild fights I've seen in a long time. And whoo, tonight has been pretty damn exciting.
It has. It's been very good. Just do a quick shout out to the ESFL Twitter. If you're not following it, make sure you are. We post the card. We post polls, community questions, updates, rankings now as well. The rankings are going out there. UFC news for the video game as well. EA UFC video game. You might get it a little bit earlier. Don't forget how many game changes there are in the ESFL. So definitely, if you have a Twitter account, make sure you're following the ESFL Twitter. It's right there. Boom, bada, bing. Turn them notifications on as well if you want to know when these events starts and you want to know everything. All right, let's jump to the next one at bantamweight once again. Sure. Easy Passion taking on Ungodly War. What a fight this is as well, Rob.
Yes, we have a veteran, ranked 15th, Ungodly War, stepping in on a few days' notice and has a lot of history with Nas, so he wants to shut him once and for all. Diverse striker, comfortable everywhere, pressure focus. However, this guy, Nas, a lot of people are talking about him. A TikTok sensation, uploads some sick clips. A lot of people talking smack, saying that he cannot do this at the highest level, yet he has made it to the Esports Fight League, has a win under his belt, with superb counterpunching, very confident in his combos, and he's very passionate. And now he has another opportunity here to take out a top 15 opponent and shut up the haters. Can he do it? We're about to find out right now.
Yes, we are. Whoever's picking who, it might be a Jan mirror match. If they're going to take this seriously at 135. So Nas has been getting called out on TikTok, right, Rob, by a bunch of people in this community saying he can't fight in the ESFL.
That's true. People don't think think he's loading canned videos, but he's proved it, Bailey, and he's got to win already. We'll see if he can do it again, though, against a vet like Ungodly War.
He has 6 wins. There we go. Ungodly's 2, but it's about who shows up tonight. Big stage set this evening. Lots of people watching over on YouTube as well as Twitch here tonight. Double broadcast for the ESFL. They touch gloves. Odds in the red. Ungodly War in the blue. Lovely, crispy stream as well, Rob. Look at this beautiful frame rate as well.
Oh, This is very hot. I got to bring my jacket.
Oh, nice. Touch and go with the lead hook. Outside leg kick drop. Nice return. Love the use of the leg kicks on both men. Nas returning with a straight right to the body. That's a nice weapon of choice right there. Ungodly setting those up beautifully. And also letting the stamina fully recharge before he re-enters with another combo. So being diligent about that. A nice 1-2, 1-4 this time. Both getting backed up a little bit here. To the punch as well.
And this is a big test right now for Easy Passion, and we're going to see if his creativity, his explosive combinations, and his willingness to just drop and annihilate his opponent is going to be here. Because right now in Ungodly War, this is a huge test for Easy Passion.
Hey, good job by Nos there, meeting the pressure of Ungodly War there with the big right hand, timing it really nicely, because Ungodly is just pushing forward very methodically. So landing those big shots, will do some damage, but he's already rocked that outside kick. Nice pull counter with the lead hook. And inside kick, well executed right there. Didn't land, switched us into the southpaw lead hook right there that caught the chin of Ungodly nicely. And he's done a bit more damage to the head here already, especially with that next left hand. Nice liver kick as well. Nice adjustment to follow that straight up. Good work from Nas.
Definitely good work from Nas. He's finding his rhythm. Nice check as well, throwing these devastating shots. That left hook is landing beautifully. And he did.
Nice.
This is why he's so good, Balian.
Yeah, Ungodly just pressure forward once again, gets slipped and countered. And this is where Ungodly's going to have to make the read and be careful, but he's staying in the pocket, swinging back. He really needs to be careful. The head movement of Passion has already been proven several times. Got hit with another counter left there. Ungodly refusing to slow down though, Rob.
Definitely, Ungodly War is in his face, making this a fight, making it a little bit gritty, but he's got to be careful, because whenever he's in these long exchanges with Passion is getting the better of these superb pullbacks. Ooh, beautiful check again.
He needs to do more like that, mix the lead hook in there, but he keeps throwing the 1-2, and that's the third time he's been hit with that, Rob. And the ground and pound might finish him off.
Ooh,
no, it does not, but this is real bad for Ungodly, and this is what I mean. You got 3 rounds. If you take a big shot in the first round, it don't make sense to me to just keep running forward and trying to hit the guy. You got 3 rounds,
Yes, that's very true, and he ran in and he got popped and almost lost the fight, and he is doing well. He is finding success, but
nice job.
Nice slip right there. Now he has the back. Good job by Ungodly War.
Yeah, nice job by Ungodly War. The post drop gets denied though. Not enough time left in the round to do much more. Check on the leg kick there as well. Oof. Nice work. Good timing. And head movement on the defense there by Nos. Yep, there we go. Great work by Nos there. Just saw the opening, slipped, ripped multiple times with the left hand. It really started happening when he switched southpaw, which again, not something I think Ungodly noticed. That was a beautiful job. Barely got under that lead hook though.
Yeah, those duck straights that Nas are hitting are fast, accurate, and devastating. Ungodly War has to watch out for those. But some success for Ungodly War. That left leg of Nas is definitely compromised, and right in the southpaw he goes instantly.
Nice slip underneath again as well. They trade the rear hands. Still fairly even on the stamina, but Ungodly's taking a ton of head damage. Nice job catching him with a right hook after he landed the inside leg kick. But that one gets checked. Nice pull counter. Returns the uppercut. It's not there though. Ooh, sticked him with the right hand. The pull counter just a little too late, but the lead hook came out from Passion right there. Ungodly still marching forward again like he did previously, and I don't think he's really thrown many stationary strikes this round. As knows Rob, he's got the head health, he's got the block, he's got the stamina. He's just going to walk him down now, surely.
Yes, here comes Nas on the offensive, starting to smell blood, landing some sick shots, 1-2, and he's coming in for the kill. Ungodly War trying to survive. Nice head kick lands, backs up Passion a little bit, but here comes Passion again, spinning elbow, body shots, overwhelming him, bang, Bailey, and he's coming for the kill.
Yeah, Ungodly's just camping that pull counter right now, and he's taken so much damage on the feet. And again, I really think the leg kicks almost ruined him, Rob, because the switch to southpaw has just changed Passion. And he's fighting so much better from southpaw. He really is. There's a ducky roundhouse, but Ungodly refused to give up. No head movement there from Passion. Did not throw the up kick either. This would be a shame if he gets finished. And he's gonna get,
How does he survive it?
But he's reposturing to do more damage here as well. Oh my goodness. So Nos, no head movement there, Rob. And so there was no block. He got dropped. Didn't fire the up kick either when he hit the mat. And Ungodly almost finished him.
So damn close. And now we'll see how the mental game of Nas is going to be, because that's definitely a little rattling. And we're going to see if he's able to stay on his game. That was the first time we've seen him almost finish in the ESFL. Ungodly War still on top with a lot of time left, and we'll see how he is able to work in these positions.
I'm impressed with the ability for Nos there to deny that posture up. Doing a great job, just slowly building a full bar of GA as well. Look. Oh, there's a nice fake from Ungodly, but still, again, the posture up denial. I mean, he's done it 3 times now, to be fair. I don't know if he has an arm triangle from here. There's a nice pass to side control. He hasn't got much time to work, though.
Ooh, beautiful denies from the bottom, and it seems that Nas has his system where he uses those short shots, builds that GA, and just waits for his opponent to transition, then he denies it. Is he waiting for the wait? Go ahead, man.
I'll just say, if you're on top and you throw a feint, it will get rid of all of that. Like, right. So just fake, you know? Like, I don't know why he's not faking.
You know, who knows what he's thinking in there, but he's been rattled a few times, Bailey. Maybe his brain is not working the right way in this situation, this high-stakes situation, but his striking is showing, and he's throwing some good shots. Down goes Ungodly War. On top is Nas.
Oh, the framing is keeping him in it. Wow, the frames from Ungodly. We will go to the 3rd round. That head kick again. I think it was a straight lead uppercut, ducking head kick. Nas moved his head after that flurry that time. That's why he didn't get dropped. He barely had enough stamina to stay on the feet. And there they trade. Left hook. Oh, they both landed.
They both landed the left hook. Nas was a little bit crispier, had some more stamina. Here we go, round 3. Yeah, Nas has been tested now. That head kick has landed a few times. Maybe Ungodly War morphs it into an uppercut next time. We'll see. But round 3, ladies and gentlemen, Here we go.
He's got to be careful he doesn't get caught ducking.
Oh! Yes!
He's not going to follow him down either. He wants to knock him out. Ungodly leans down into the uppercut. Surely now. Oh, the slip! Great work from Ungodly. He's done a lot with the head movement. Oh, the arm bar would have been beautiful. No sweep or anything, or fakes to set it up.
Fight is slowing down a little bit here. Just chilling. And now they get to relax a bit before the action. But here we go, the posture up.
It's doing some damage. It almost looked like he was trying to do the get up right there as well. After posturing up and doing a bit of damage. There, straight pass. Ungodly goes for the immediate full guard return. Says no, thank you. And then straight slice to side control. Nice work right there. Half guard return, stop. Yeah, Nos has got some good skills on the ground as well, Rob. You can't deny that. He's going to get the TKO from here as well. Oh, he doesn't want it. Oh, he wants the knee on belly.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, one slip at the end. This is so close.
My goodness.
Get up, and the elbows should try and finish this off, but I don't know if Nos is holding position rather than going for that finish here. He probably could. There we go. There we go. 2 more and it's over. No, he wants the knee on belly. Maybe he likes this position, Rob.
Ungodly War's ability to survive in these bad positions is just extraordinary. He's doing such a good job from the bottom, but Passion on top, getting clutch after clutch denial, landing these vicious elbows, getting that posture up. I mean, the knee on belly, excuse me. I mean, it's amazing. Here we go. We're going to see some more striking here in the last 2 minutes.
If there's a pull counter that comes out, if that head kick comes out, it could just be a 1-2 punch combination. It could be done. The left hook over the top. He's no way surviving this one. There we go. Finally puts him away. Oz, aka Easy Passion, gets another W, moving to 2-0 here in the ESFL. Ungodly made it a war. A little too reckless, perhaps, but still, it was a great fight back and forth between both men. And you know what? Ungodly was 1 punch away from finishing that fight. But Nos came back. Look at this. So many times they've been trading, you know, and that left hook got the better. Jab, return, right hook, right hook. I need to ask the devs why, you know, the first one doesn't land. Is it because the vulnerability window of the first hook is activated because he's throwing the jab, and then the second one is, I mean, it's probably the head health difference, Rob.
I think it's the stamina.
It was probably the head health or the stamina difference, yeah.
Yeah, you know, Nas definitely getting a big test in Ungodly War, and getting through that adversity and showing, I mean, elite high level stand up. This guy is very exciting with his combos, with his speed of his duck straight. I mean, his pull counters are so slick, and he also showed ground game, high level flicks, high-level offensive ability, and this guy is a problem. This guy is coming. Everyone watch out. Nas is here, and he has shown that he can go 2-0 in the Esports Fight League and do it in dominant fashion. And he's going to be a handful for any future opponent, and I cannot wait to see some matchups with Nas in the mix.
Yeah, I think that's a great performance. Got to show some ground game as well. Yeah, can't say much more about that one either, really. Okay, let's move on. We've only got 4 fights left tonight. The main event, again, EdParker will be defending his PlayStation ESFL title tonight, taking on the last man to beat him, KratosMMA. It is a main event for the ages, everybody, ESFL 140. But now we're jumping to Cryptic and Papadoc, I believe. And they will be playing, they'll be fighting at lightweight. They're ready to go. It's in front of me, Rob. I don't know why I'm looking around. It's in front of me.
Sometimes things are hidden in plain sight, but here we go.
Right, here we go.
Ranked 19th, Papadoc 60, 1-1, former champion. What can I say about Papadoc? This guy is the real deal. After a dominant win over BMF Stoyan, he is looking to take out another top contender and move his way up. He wants to make a run at that title. He trains in that Team Dark camp. He's got elite grappling. He controls the pace, and he can end the fight anywhere. This guy is a legend of the game, and Cryptic has a big test in front of him. But Cryptic, being 2-1, 11th ranked in the scene, he wanted a big fight, and he has finally got it. He is a former champion, and he is gonna test himself, and he wants to know if he's gonna crumble under the pressure or if he's gonna rise to the moment. A lot of pressure on his shoulders. He's got good counter striking. He can wrestle when necessary, and very versatile fighting out of that work camp, Balian.
Yep, it's indeed. Okay, and they are in. Was that a Poirier mirror match?
Oh, I'm excited for this one.
It was indeed a Dustin Poirier mirror match. I don't know if we've ever had one of those before. I think you're right. I mean, there's so much hype behind Cryptic. A lot of people have been talking about this guy, and he's about to fight a former champion. 2 wins over him so far, according to Papadoc. But this is the ESFL. Things are different.
They definitely are.
Your hands will sweat. You might get the shakes.
Right? Knees
Right,
weak. Arms are heavy.
They will touch, though. The battle of the left straight and the lead uppercut. This will inevitably be. Nice check. That did a ton of damage right there, but that's one straight left that snuck through from Cryptic already. Let's see who gives their game plan away first. Papadoc leading with the rear uppercut. Like a maniac, slip straight left. Nice work. Just a lot of 2 pieces from both men, changing elevation, going high-low. Leading with the straight, nice teep. And a big left hook to the body as well by Cryptic. Nice head kick attempt. But we've met with a check hook. Oh! Robbie's hurt.
Cryptic hurts him. Early rock for Cryptic. Stuns Papadoc, but Papadoc is a vet. You literally have to take his head and rip it off. He will never give up. He will never become flustered. He's so experienced in the octagon. He's such a veteran of this game. Cryptic's, though, doing well early.
Yeah, I mean, you just see the recovery stat of Dustin Poirier on display right there as well. And there, Papadoc sends him back with a rear uppercut of his own. And the big left hand, the pull counter elbow landed a little, not totally flush. But both men definitely dishing out damage. Oh, another lead hook landed right there from Cryptic. That thing has been finding a home, slip straight left. For Papadoc, he's doing a great job with his counters. Been firing the straight left, been firing the rear uppercut. Good stuff by Papadoc. Cryptic leading the dance a little. That got baited out, but Papadoc not really doing too much backing up, Rob. He's piling his feet in these exchanges.
Yeah, he is. He's landing. He's putting some pressure. Nice block right there by Papadoc. Ooh, Cryptic tries to throw, but he's got to be careful. He's still vulnerable. Papadoc coming after him. Good footwork, though.
That did land, and here we go. 3-4 piece combination right there for Papadoc with a straight left, ending it and doing a lot of damage. The slip straight doesn't land, but the left hand does, and there's a right hook to send him to the canvas. Here comes more ground and pound. Inevitably thought the finish, but a sweep second. And a posture up return right here is going to go for the armbar. Doesn't get it. Papadoc's still low on the stamina. Cryptic probably going to just hold position though, regenerate the stamina. Cool. A couple of punches out from being out there, Rob. That was so close.
It was, and that was a sweet flick right there. A little side sway to get this fight to the full amount, but what a good job Papadoc did by mitigating most of the damage, but still underneath Cryptic's trying to figure out a way, but easier said than done against a guy as high level on the ground as Papadoc.
Yeah, but these are the guys Cryptic's got to beat. I mean, he's been calling for a #1 contender fight,
Yeah.
Rob, so he's got to get past someone like Papadoc, a former champion. It will make a statement, but he got dropped in the first round. He did rock him first, though. He did draw first blood in this fight, so let's not forget that. There's a nice reversal from Papadoc. He'll sit and end this round in full guard, no doubt. Great first round, back and forth.
Most definitely. Both men having some success. Cryptic obviously getting that initial lead uppercut rock. Papadoc having some success as well, and it's a close fight. Good round. Round number 2, here we come.
Yep, indeed. They touch him up. Lots of lead handwork right there.
Oh!
Oh, a left hook. And another one over the top. Papadoc beating Cryptic to the punch again there almost every time. Now against the cage. Full counter uppercut doesn't land. Oof. Oh, the lead uppercut. Man. Oh, Cryptic funneling home for the straight left there, though. That snuck in there, Rob.
It did. Cryptic showing some good awareness out there, some nice striking. Papadoc really putting on that pressure with that double jab, those momentum double jabs, but Cryptic survives, and he's standing his ground in the center.
What would you do if you were Cryptic right now to try and adjust to this pressure from Papadoc?
Make sure my back doesn't get to the cage. Watch out for Papadoc's notorious head kick setup, and just keep doing what he's doing. He's landing those stationary shots. Papadoc's throwing those teeps to the body, and he just has to be careful not to take too much damage to the head, bailing, because he's already been hit a lot. And right now, a big right hook lands.
Oof. And that head kick, so close to landing right there. Yeah, he just crashed in to Papadoc right there. Got the worst of the exchange yet again. It's a mirror match. He's got less head health. He cannot be going 1-for-1. Knee to the body. Nice work by Papadoc. Oh, that 1-2, so nice. It's so sharp. And Doc's doing a much better job controlling the range as well. So his straight punches are just landing a little crisper.
Very much so. Very crispy. Papadoc in control, starting to snowball a little bit. Those teeps are so nice. And whenever we get in these inside positions, I mean, you know Papadoc has the training partners like Swissleback, Romero, Zayav, so he's used to these wars, these bombs being thrown between the two. Oh, they're exchanging, but Cryptic, Cryptic gets stopped.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. He took him off his feet with that. With a left hand.
My
A left
God.
hook of hell. Hands were down, no block. Nothing left in the tank. Papa just too accurate and too consistent with that left hand. We're going to see it again here. That thing just sent into the shadow realm, Rob. I mean, that was disgusting.
That was dirty, and he was setting up that left hook so much, and that was just a huge shot, almost knocking him out unconscious with just that left hand. And whoo, Papadoc is still good as ever, if not better than we've ever seen him. And now he wanted a title run, and this was a big fight that he needed to get under his belt, and he got it.
I think Cryptic's going to learn a lot from that one. I mean, that's his first taste at the upper echelon of the ESFL here.
Indeed.
And I mean, Papadoc is good, man. And I'm sure Cryptic felt like he did okay, and he was at certain points, but it's just Papadoc kept getting the better of an individual exchange, and then another one, and then another one, and then another one, and eventually it was just too much damage until the left hand just put him down.
Yeah, Billy, couldn't agree with you more. Just clinical Papadoc style is, no fat in his technique, always setting his move sets up, his combinations, always very cerebral with his approach, and I mean, he's just such an interesting fighter to watch. He has such a cool style, very relaxed, confident. Nothing is rushed, nothing is forced, and we don't really see Papadoc getting those early finishes like that. So, that's big for Papadoc. That's a huge win right there.
I agree. A huge win indeed. Right, again, guys, let's run the teaser because, we're about to hit these last 3 fights. And if you didn't know, the ESFL is hosting their first ever live show, okay? It's in America on the West Coast, more specifically Las Vegas, June 4th and 5th. Come on down to the HyperX Esports Arena, okay? There's going to be community events. There'll be 2 days of UFC 4 esports action. Best players in the world are heading down there, Rob, here. It's going to be a very hot tournament. $4,000 in prize money. And that's just so far, we're trying to pull other sponsors and other things like that. They're going to be the first ever ESFL Championship belt will be presented to the winner. And we'll crown our first ESFL Live champion with an actual belt, Rob, an actual physical belt. Okay. And we're trying to get as many things happening as we can, guys. As I said, there's going to be community events, there's going to be meetups. We're going to try get some other UFC fighters involved. Maybe we can get someone to come down. You know, it's not too far, it's only in Vegas. Registration is coming soon. So if you're not following the Twitter, sign up to that. But if you are near Vegas, which so many of you are, I'm sure, 4th and 5th of June, even if you're not going to compete, do come down. There'll be members from the community like myself, Rob, other content creator people are going to be attending as well. No names revealed yet, but there are some people coming that you'll be very pleased with. So let's run the trailer one more time before we go to the next fight. Okie dokie. Right, we are back. Let's jump straight into the next fight of tonight. At welterweight, a bathing Ash taking on Daniel Freeman. Rob, these two have been talking so much crap to each other, shall we say. I mean, these cannot stop the trash talk.
Really? This is going to be very interesting then, because, you know, Daniel the Freeman had just fought for the title in the last event, lost in a good fight against EdParker, and, you know, a bathing Ash, if you guys don't know about this man, one of the most underrated players in the game, in my opinion. He is maybe on the top 5 on that mountain of contenders, you know, in all-time history, in my opinion. I mean, he's so good. His striking, his decision-making, his computing of the opponent, and then he downloads their game plan, and then he slaughters them, skilled in all areas. Former ESFL champ and former Esports champ. This man has done it all, has competed so much. This is a huge moment for the career of a bathing Ash. If you could beat this former contender Balian in Daniel the Freeman, who is ranked 6 with a 5-2 record, and he just joined the KIA camp. And yeah, we know him. You know, talk about the Daniel the Freeman Balian. You know him very well.
I mean, we've seen him just like run through a bunch of high-level guys to the point where he got a title shot. He loves using his calf. He mixes it up, you know, but most of the time it's that grappling style. And he's not really looking to knock you out on the feet. He's not really looking to like build an accumulation of damage. Yes, he's going to throw combinations that will do damage, that will rock you, but that will be based on timing and things like that. I like the pick of Leon Edwards. You're going to have a little bit of work from your bomb. He's got engine today as Daniel Freeman, so you can expect the cardio. The push of the cardio, which I think is a great way to fight Leon Edwards. I mean, you're basically picking like a Nick Diaz pick right here. You get loads of perks for your body work. And, you know, I'm a big proponent of the calf, Rob. I love the calf. I think it brings a very esports style to the game. You know, you have archetypes, counter archetypes. You get that anyway with fighters. But I do like the calf picks. And they can be really fun and they can be really effective if you learn the tool set around them, especially because you play the same fighter over and over again. Basically, you don't have to learn new moves like you do every time you switch at 170. But here we go, Daniel the Freeman with the calf in the blue, taking on a bathing Ash. He's honestly coming out looking like Nick Diaz tonight with the Strike Force gloves as well. The southpaw boxing, the 1-2s, almost got the hip toss in there early, but Rob Freeman is snapping those straight punches down the middle and making it work for him.
Definitely, you know, Daniel the Freeman, such a unique athlete, utilizing these created fighters, and his style is so effective. We saw, oh, look at this, beautiful. This is so impressive. I know, especially to you, Balian, that pull counter sweep to full mount is nasty.
Yeah, I think there was a fake glove touch right there at the start as well from Daniel. He said these two have been talking so much trash to each other ever since this fight got booked. Daniel coming out at a high pace, Rob. He's playing that engine class. Oh, he's going for that knee bar. He had that massive stamina advantage. What a way to use it. Just go straight for that knee bar. If he gets this sub nice and quick, it would be great. I mean, this is what you do. You just create a high amplitude fight, a high amplitude scramble on the ground, get that stamina advantage, you go straight for that sub, especially from a position like this. It was posture up half guard. It looks like Ash is going to sneak out, though. He just didn't have enough to get it in there. But like you said, Rob, it is going to be close. Might get it. No, good work from Ash. Stay out. Very close, though.
Holy smokes, that was razor thin. And Bathing Adam shows that he has some great submission defense. But Daniel the Freeman doing all the right things
Did he
slow
just
down to
spit?
Bathing Adam? Not even to let him get it started. Go ahead, Balian.
I feel like his character just like looked off to the sides and spat. Like spat. I swear he did like a taunt. His character went like spat on the ground. Anyway, yeah.
Maybe he did. I didn't see it.
Daniel Freeman again with the pressure. Nice hip toss, slice, late takedown denial. And this is Adam with no stamina. That's why he immediately shot. Lovely counter though. Good read by Ash to know that the shot was coming. Stuffed it, and then here came the counter throw. And these are 5-star elbows from Leon Edwards right now that he can unload, get a bit of revenge on Daniel.
Definitely. Has some time on the clock to work as well. You know, trying to get that back sit, unable to. Good flick from the bottom by Daniel. But this is good. And now they're going to go back to the feet. And now he has the cage behind him. He's going to be able to do some good damage here.
Yeah, you see Ash just like throwing out a bunch of combinations right there. Obviously knows that the pace is super high. He needs to throw to keep up with it. But this is the perk and the work rate that you'll get from picking that engine class on Daniel. This benefits you, especially clinch striking as well. You've got good clinch strikes on that class. Everything you would want to maximize the gas tank and drain your opponents. But I'm liking this work. Use the pull there to help set the takedown up. But these two have been trying to hip toss each other like more than any fight I've seen in recent memory, Rob.
They have, and it seems that Bathing Adam is adjusting to the strategy of Daniel. He's like, all right, you want to strike, you want to clinch, well, then I'll do the same. And he's definitely someone that will change his style on the moment's notice to get the advantage. Oh!
Nice
he sets
job.
spinning back fist beautifully.
Yeah, kind of set himself up nicely with a jab lead hook there.
There
Again, you see
again.
look off to the side. Kind of crazy that. I like it. Great first round. Daniel got the early takedown there, had a bit of top position, but Ash got back up through a couple of combos himself. I don't know. Who'd you give that to?
I have no idea. That was such a close round. Maybe Daniel Freeman landed the better shots, got the better takedowns, had more control, and here we go, round number 2.
He just
he runs right into that uppercut.
He threw a sprinting jab as well to start things off. Now leaping lead hook. Yeah, this is Ash getting the range a little bit better now on his shots. Bringing those kicks of Leon in. If you ask me, that's what Ash has got to do in this one, Rob. He's got to get away from the boxing range and just kick the legs, kick the body, use teeps, knees when he gets close. You don't want to get drawn into a boxing fight, especially because that can happen. You can be close enough to get clinched, and another hip toss. Lovely job stopping the full-man. They went immediately for the side saddle. Didn't get it. Got to be careful here because he's now on top. The Kimura attack from the bottom might come, but Daniel, no, looks like he's going to make his way back to full guard.
And Ash is just looking sensational out there tonight. The ground game, that bottom flick was so impressive. And now he's on top. And Daniel Freeman having some trouble in this round. Oh, but he gets him again and sweeps his ass.
Beautiful sweep from Daniel right there. Knows the grappling game inside and out as well. And just nothing but shots from the bottom right now from a bathing Ash. Just trying to land, maybe keep the total strike number up. There's the pass from Daniel. Half guard bump though, straight back out. But he's got to find his way back to full guard here. Nice and nice deny. He's got to do something with it though. And you see, this is what I like. When Daniel gets denied, he does what people like myself do. Okay, smart people. You instantly fake a transition. You have a window to fake a transition before your opponent transitions. And that can sometimes, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but there's other high level guys who do it. Interrupt, you know, that counter transition that you immediately get. So Daniel does that. When he gets denied, you'll see him fake that arm triangle for that half guard spot, and it just kind of resets the timing on everything again.
And that's why he's so successful and remains on top here, because he's doing all the right things. And these shots are not that damaging, but definitely suck and take some stamina away. A Bathing Adam fighting very well, but Daniel seems to get a little momentum here in this end of this second round. And back to the feet they go.
Yep. Again, Ash is committing to this boxing on the inside. I'm surprised Daniel's not using more body shots. They got about a lot of 4-star moves with the engine class on body shots. Oh, the uppercut lead hook as he's breaking from the clinch. And here comes Daniel. He's just going to pressure continuously now, surely, until the end of this round. Oh, touch him.
Yo, that Tawny is great. You know, he likes to play those mental games, and when he breaks off from that clinch, Bailey, and that uppercut rear hook is nasty.
Oof. Chased him down as well. It's always annoying to feel like you can't get out of the range of those uppercuts, especially from the clinch. And another hip toss, man. This is just non-stop right here.
It is. Nice denial by Daniel. Ooh, good elbows, sharp elbows. And he's just mixing it up so well, Bailey. And when Ash thinks he's going to strike, he grabs the clinch and judo throws him. When he thinks he's going to throw him, he starts cracking him. I mean, it's very tough to fight Daniel Freeman. His style is interesting.
Yeah, and it's just another thing. Like, if you should be prepared to shoot a takedown at all times, really, it's just don't hunt the takedown. But there are going to be opportunities where a takedown is there, and Daniel's grabbing takedowns every single time. And it's just because he's playing it like an MMA fight, where Ash really he's trying to strike right now. Yeah, I think he's trying the hip tosses as well, but Daniel Freeman's giving him a lot of different threats. Yeah, and he's also getting the best of the boxing on the inside as well. Ash is doing a good job. But I would love to see him kick a little more, Rob, right? Try and find space, make space to kick.
For sure, for sure. Have some kicks in there, mix it up, get Daniel thinking about something else, because it seems Daniel's coming forward, looking for that clinch, mixing in those strikes, mixing in those takedowns, and he just has a bathing Ash on his back foot and has him thinking, and the damage is in the favor of Daniel right now as well.
Yeah, he kind of ran into a lot of shots right there, forcing the clinch, just threw a ton of jabs. Kept eating some left hands from Ash. But look at that, he's got him throwing these overhands, which he doesn't need to do, right? He should just stay tight, patient, circle out, kick him in the body, kick him in the legs. He doesn't need to be back to the cage throwing overhands. That's not what a bathing Ash does normally.
Right, and he's in this position where he's probably down this fight, so he's trying to, dig deep and throw out, his game plan and just throw devastating shots, and that's because Daniel is frustrating him, and he is making him play outside of his comfort zone and switching up his strategy, because Daniel is just, the style that he has is very effective.
Yeah, I'm tiring Woodley tactics, he's just like, sit against the cage, land his right hand.
Yes, sir. All over him right now, Balian.
Let's see if he strips him back down again. Nice work by Daniel.
Oh!
We're still going to be backside, though, so we'll see if he gets a straight gallop again. He does, but he's got a break from this position. He's going for a ride this time. Daniel drives him back down the opposite way, back to the side control. And yeah, this is the grappling, and this is what you can do as well. If you're this good of a grappler, you can pick up something. You pick a calf that's at any class you want, as long as you can still dominate the grappling. And I think the skill difference in grappling can be a bit more significant than the skill difference on the feet, sometimes, Rob?
Definitely. The ground game is so deep, and there's so many little tricks you can play, and on the feet it's a lot more chaotic, and you can't plan as much for devastating shots to sneak through. Oh, but here we go. They're starting to trade a little bit, and this is going to favor a bathing Adam who's coming. He knows he's down the fight. He's got to get stuns him with the front uppercut.
Great job by Ash. Keeps pursuing with the left hand, and then the uppercut. He was out of range for that double leg. Daniel tried to spear him right there, but he pushed forward. Oh, he swung big on that one, though. Straight left, lead uppercut. That's a little knockdown. We're in the third round, though. The question is, who is winning this fight? Really? Oh, that's going to be bad. No hip toss, though, just elbows. Oh, nice rear uppercut, though. Stiffs him. And he threw
Beautiful shot right there, Ben. Oh, my goodness.
I'm afraid we don't get to see the replay on that because I believe he rage quit immediately. So we don't have a replay.
Woo! My God.
He was out cold right there. That was a clean spin. Not often do we get spinning back fist KOs like that out of nowhere, Rob.
Where's Timberland when we need him? He put him to bed, baby.
Holy. Right. Okay.
Yeah. I'm speechless, Balian. Save me.
Great fight right there. I love the engine pick from Daniel. I mean, I will hype up these calf picks. I do love them. Not too much body work, but he just was able to keep the pace high to the point, like you said, when you keep a pace that high and you mix in the takedowns as well, you can confuse your opponent a little bit. Ash, was kind of swinging wild sometimes, but it's a tough fight right there. There's loads of things going on. I'm not trying to criticize. I'm just seeing what we saw. Ash was backing up, having to throw these big punches, trying to land big damage, and he wasn't able to keep up with the speed and not just the speed of the striking, but just the continual speed of the offense. It just kept coming. Like you said, it was in defense the whole time. So it was a great job by Daniel to put that kind of a pace on him, I think. And then to get the KO finish, Rob, what a way to top that performance off.
Yes, Bailey, and that was such a cool fight to see. And Daniel the Freeman is such a character. He goes in there with the creative fighter pick. He's pointing. He's doing these taunts. He's obviously very comfortable in there. He has this style where he puts his opponent in these precarious positions and throws them out of their game plan. You saw bathing Ash acting uncharacteristically. You even mentioned it, Bailey. I mean, throwing these overhands, trying to find him, getting maybe a little emotional in there. And that's because Daniel Freeman's style is so frustrating. You know, he double jabs, he grabs you in the clinch. You don't know if he's going to punch you, take you down. He's just attacking from all different aspects of the game. And he is a problem to deal with. Just competed for the title. Just took out one of the best players in the world, in my opinion, in the Bathing Ash. And fought valiantly, just could not keep up with the crazy, chaotic style that is Daniel Freeman. And then he gets a walk-off spinning back fist to the face, to the dome piece. I mean, that is a feather in the cap of Daniel Freeman.
Yeah, and if you just look at the numbers going into this one, so Daniel was ranked 6th going into this one with a 5-2 record this season. A Bathing Ash ranked 17th, so he called out this fight. You know, he wanted to fight against a top contender, and he's only had one fight this season. So Bathing Ash was 1-0, now 1-1. Freeman has been so active. He's now 6-2 for this season. I mean, that's a great record, a consistent record, and one he's obviously had to compete a lot to get. So that shows there as well. Daniel Freeman, the more he fights at this level, the more he's going to feel comfortable. He looked comfortable tonight. So I'm sure that helped the performance. Right, we're going to go to the next fight, the co-main event of the evening, ladies and gentlefolk. We have KIA's McGrath, formerly KIA's Notorious, taking on Swiss Lebax. Looks like we might get a Conor McGregor mirror match here, Rob.
Oh, man, and this is going to be a banger of a fight, ladies and gentlemen. KIA McGrath, ranked 5th, 4-2 after a dominant win over Kobe, earned himself a spot in the co-main event against a former champion. So many former champions tonight, but this former champion is a little bit different. This breed is a little bit special. This is the wrecking ball that he's dealing with, ladies and gentlemen. Ranked 2, undefeated this season. Swiss Lebax, overwhelming pressure, elite striking, relentless. He puts the pedal to the floor and he annihilates everybody that stands before him. Undefeated, dark, trained, standout Swiss Lebax, one of the most exciting fighters in the game. And I cannot wait for this matchup here, Balian.
Yeah, I mean, I think you did a great job hyping that up. Swiss 3-0 right now, guys. So no one has beaten this man this season. And if he wins tonight, he is more than likely fighting for a title next weekend, or the weekend after, we should say. ESFL 142 will be. Whoever comes out tonight as the champion after the belt defense in the main event, EdParker will defend his belt this evening against KratosMMA in a epic matchup. But right now, we've got the co-main. Undefeated Swiss Lebax looking to cement himself as the #1 contender tonight, and no doubt. Tough matchup, though. The head of the KIA camp, the killers in action, everybody. We have McGrath in the white shorts. Swiss Lebax undefeated this season in the green.
And right away, Swiss Lebax electing to go to the orthodox position, taking a little bit of power away. But McGrath already backing him up early, though.
Yeah, but look at that whiff on the uppercut and how much stamina that cost him right there. There was a beautiful slip from Swiss. Throwing out the wheel kick right there as well. Yeah, both these men need but an inch to unload destruction into your face and midsection. So it's about making those tiny errors and giving those little windows away. Rear uppercut to the body land right there for McGrath, who's really hunting that. But Swiss is firing it back right there as well. Both men, I mean, these two men are using EdParker tactics. We have EdParker in the main event this evening. You know, they're both reloading up a couple of these little EdParker shots here tonight.
Hey, yeah, definitely. And McGrath is definitely keeping that center of the octagon and actually backing up Swiss Lebax, which we don't see very much in a Swiss fight. But here comes Swiss, now starting to turn it up a little bit and put some pressure on that block there, Balian.
Yeah, he's burning a little bit more energy than he probably should, considering we're only 2 minutes into the fight, but he was damaging that block and that head health. Badly, there's the left hand from McGrath right there, though. Swiss is going to have to work harder, though, Rob, because he's not going to hit as hard because of that start switch. Double shot to the body, left hook up top, nice work, but McGrath comes back with a rear uppercut. And the teeth knows that's going to chop that long term and a liver shot right there as Swiss was mid-combination. That's going to hurt, too. But Swiss fires one back, and another one. Nice work.
Beautiful exchanges here from Swiss. Oh, what a front kick to the face. Oh, beautiful switch kick. Swiss Lebax has him hurt. Clean. Down he goes.
Good for McGrath. Early, nearly finished. Already good break from the cage by Swiss. Goes back to the body, digs. And this is not where you want to be if you're McGrath. He gets struck one. It was perfect from Swiss. He pushes him down. Oh, he's a little round treeing him on the ground right now to the body. More work from Swiss. The destruction is coming. Oh my God. It's gone. More punishment from Swiss. The ground and pound. Can he get the finish? I think he's going to survive. No, he's out.
He came in like the king bomb. I mean, oh my goodness. Where's
Wow.
Miley Cyrus? She needs to be singing, not me. Swiss Lebax is getting better. He looked phenomenal against one of the king of the KIA. I mean, that combination, Valiant, the Anderson Silva front kick, followed by the switch kick. I mean, he's on a different planet right now.
Oh my God. I mean, there was so much in that. I mean, it was such a high level fight and it was super competitive until one rock happened, that front kick, then the switch kick. I think Rob just literally broke. Oh, no, he's back. Okay, your camera froze for a second.
The wrecking ball, baby. He's just damaging everything. We can't get out of his way.
He had that wheel kick as well. And then the boxing combination at the end. I mean, they were just savage. It was shots to the body, lead uppercuts, just absolute savagery there to put it all together. It was like Poirier, walking down McGregor in their last fight. We just saw him just put together some beautiful flurries. And he just couldn't get away. You saw McGrath trying to recover. He wasn't standing, trying to re-engage recklessly. He was trying to get out, recover, but he just wasn't able to.
He was not able to. It was Swiss Lebax taking his time, just looking a little bit more technical, just his shot selection, his creativity, his muscle memory, his tendencies. I mean, everything. You could tell that work in that dark camp, the training sessions, the sweaty training sessions with the legend Unibot have been paying off. Swiss Lebax now hotter than he has ever been before. 4-0 now in this newest season of the ESFL, reminding everybody, hey, you guys are all doing your thing, but now the king is back, the wrecking ball back on his quest to the title shot, Balian.
Yeah, 4-0, kind of undeniable at this point that we will give Swiss Lebax that title shot in 2 weeks next time, 142. So yeah, man. I mean, not much else to say. Swiss has been fighting at the highest level for a long time, and like you said, I think he's getting better. I mean, the shot selection, it was just perfect. He didn't throw any of those big shots unless they landed. And you can't take anything away from McGrath, right? He showed up tonight, and it looked pretty competitive. They were going backwards and forwards. It's just when you get hurt once against a Conor McGregor in the first round, you've got to be careful. The death is coming. Death is coming. We are just getting this fight set up and ready right now. I think EdParker's just getting things together. Why don't we take a look, if we can, at next week's fight card? And just so you guys can see what's coming up on the Xbox side of things, kicking off next week. So we do alternate these weeks. This week, PlayStation. Next week, we'll be jumping back over to the Xbox side of things. But once again, yes, look, we have a stacked card for you, ladies and gentlemen. In the main event, Blake Tyler taking on BFAP's Tricky Swifts. Great matchup right there. I mean, a 5-round war guaranteed. BFAP is their new camp, actually. Bill Frankel picks, if you guys didn't know. But they've been coming on strong this year. We've got Fadenator taking on Dirty Dave. What a great matchup there as well. Yerda coming back as well to take on Anthony. Keza's back. Webcam's here. Caliber. I mean, you just get the best guys just fighting the best guys really these days, Rob, don't you? What a great card.
Yeah, the cards have been insane. So much new talent in the Xbox scene. Some names I don't know. Some names I definitely recognize. And, the championship fight right there, Blake Tyler versus Trixie. I mean, Tricky. Is that Trixie or Tricky?
Tricky.
Who is Tricky?
I have to go check the thingy bob if they changed their name.
Who is this contender? I'm excited to see him compete.
We commentated his fight last week.
But I guess I'm gonna have to be reminded.
I haven't got the record. It's been updated. I don't have the. I've got 33, but I don't have 39.
Okay, so that is Trixie.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was a little confusing. I definitely know who Trixie is.
I was going to say,
he's exciting.
We've called a few Trixie's fights at this point,
Yes.
All right, there we go. Let's go. Are we ready? I don't think we're ready. Okay, we're not ready. No problem. Let's take a look at the schedule then instead. Just so you guys can see what's coming up. So, in case you didn't know, 2 p.m. CT is the time now. That's changed to 7 p.m. in the UK now until daylight savings catches up. I don't know what it is. So 7 o'clock if you're in the UK, 2 p.m. Central Time. If you're in the US, everywhere else, you're going to have to work it out. But we do have a card every single Sunday. There we are, ESFL 140, 13th of March. We've got 2 more coming up this month, 141, 142. April, 3 cards coming at you, taking a break for Easter. And then we have June. Well, we've got May 1st, and then we've got June coming through. June 4th and 5th. Boom, there it is. ESFL Live, ready to go. So events running right up until ESFL Live on the 4th and the 5th. It's all very exciting. It's all very exciting stuff, isn't it? Now, I don't know why.
So exciting.
EdParker and his challenger, Kratos, not ready yet. Rob, do you want to just start breaking these fighters down now instead?
Sure. We could definitely break down these fighters. You know, this is an interesting time to be a fan because EdParker was someone that had tried, you know, he was always a very popular guy, you know, very successful YouTuber, famous among many fans, very unique style, and always, you know, had that potential to be the best player in the world, but just fell short here and there and lost that big fight. But now he's put everything together, has re-energized, refocused, recalibrated, and now he is the best player in the world on the PS4 side, PS4, PS5 side as the champion. And we're going to see what that does to his confidence. Is he going to work harder? Is he going to keep trying to maintain that grind and stay above these hungry players? We're going to find out today. Ed, how do you feel about EdParker's style, Bailey? And I mean, it's so different than everyone else's.
Yeah, so I mean, I think EdParker really, he was obviously someone that was known throughout the community from UFC 2 and then UFC 3. You know, he really built an audience for himself here in the ESFL, obviously on YouTube as well, because he had such an exciting style, you know, and he had a real patient, crafty style, would play Conor McGregor. When he fought with the Conor McGregor style, it's pretty easy to make magic happen and to make content, and that's your thing. But he developed a lot of cool techniques. He became a fan favorite. Obviously, EdParker's a cool name, right? The inventor of American kickboxing and all that jazz. But you know, he did fall off at one point, or he didn't put as much time in as he used to, or maybe he, you know, just had to change his game to adapt to UFC 4 as well. That's a thing. But this is the best run we've seen EdParker on since his like great glory days of UFC 3. This is a resurgence, you know, this is a comeback right here. And he's looking great. He is taking on KratosMMA though, so this is the last guy that beat him. It was at ESFL 132, we're at 140, so it's not that long ago, 8 shows ago. It's about 4 PlayStation events ago. And then straight after that, we had a camp clash where his camp fought against Kratos' camp. Kratos got the better of him again the following week there. So it'll be interesting to see how confident Ed is going into this one. Maybe he knows what he did wrong. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe Kratos knows the game plan to stop Ed's layback, stamina draining, rear uppercut, front teep, you know, side kick game plan here. Maybe he's going to come out, grapple him, leg kick him. That's always great against EdParker. We can stop speculating and we can go straight to the fight because these guys are ready. So lightweight, of course, EdParker with the Conor McGregor pick, undeniably, I think. When we're going to have Kratos take Dustin, which is a great counter as well.
First, and Kratos, like you said, the only man to beat EdParker, but in the last 3 meetups, Kratos has gotten the better of EdParker, so this is redemption for the champion. This is a huge test to keep that belt and to continue being a dominant champion, but this is his first big step to becoming glorified, and, you know, Kratos is very confident and says he has EdParker's number, and we'll see if he does. That Dustin Poirier pick being locked in to Conor McGregor for EdParker. Here we go.
Oh, yes. Rob.
5 rounds, 5 minutes, baby.
The hype is in the air right now. Can you imagine if this was going on right now in front of a live audience in the HyperX Esports Arena in Las Vegas? It'd be pretty exciting.
Oh,
I probably wouldn't be sitting down. I probably would be standing up.
dang.
You know, I wouldn't be able to sit down for this one.
My goodness.
Just
I'd
stay on
probably
the
be
feet.
standing with you, screaming
like,
even louder. Yes.
Here we
Yes,
go.
Bailey.
EdParker looking to defend the
Here we
title
go.
that he worked so hard to win back. Blowing a kiss to the world, and the man who's come to take it from him tonight, KratosMMA, legit in his own right, dangerous as all heck, on a win streak to get himself back, to beat the man that he's been before, that no one else can beat. Let's go, they touch gloves. Nice side kick to get things off for Kratos, switches to orthodox. Dustin Poirier has a good switch stance stat. Faking that outside calf kick. Looks like both men are coming with a patient game. Ed definitely looking to use that side kick teep game that we see him use so well.
Already implementing that EdParker special. The teep's coming, but Kratos knows, now grabs it,
Nice
puts him against the
work.
cage, and now we're in a
Nice
situation where he
work.
can utilize his grappling.
Doesn't get it. Great work though. Already a little bit of stamina drain on both guys just from that grappling sequence. Love the way he caught the kick, ran into the cage, made him pay for it. Ed got caught right there with a big hook in the close exchange. And I love that Kratos is able to compete at range with that side kick. That side kick battle is going to be interesting because that's something Ed can use to establish an attack at a range that a lot of opponents can't hit him. But he's able to give it back with that Poirier pick, so that's nice. Kratos can compete everywhere, which is key in this matchup, really, I think.
couldn't agree with you more. That ability to kick EdParker and keep him away and kind of, you know, and when he catches EdParker's body kicks, that's throwing off EdParker. EdParker's still sticking with his strategy, though. He continuously is throwing out those keep kicks, but there's a large range in between these two right now.
Yeah, Ed trying to make some reads to slip that straight right hand. Looks like not many body attacks from Ed, though. Whoa! Flurry continues and he's breaking through the block. Ed got caught there, much like in real life. Connor just trying to slip, rip. Ed not able to get away from the shot, so he just bounced off the block until it broke. And that's the advantage of Poirier, Rob. He can string those combos together.
What a devastating combination from the challenger. And now he has EdParker hurt. He might have him rattled a little bit on top with Dustin Poirier. And this is not good for the champ.
Yeah, and that's maybe an example of how Kratos has Ed's number. You know, knew he could stay in there, just keep firing the shots. Didn't give him time to reset or anything like that. Let's see if they can get up from the bottom. Ed pretty good at those get-ups, especially the feet on the hips. Looked Ed to get himself back to full guard. Typically, is how he works from the bottom. But Kratos is going to take every second he can of this top position, I'm sure.
For sure, and EdParker is a guy that does so well when he's ahead and he snowballs. But when he is down, when he has faced a little adversity, it's been hard for him to come back and get these wins. In this fight right here, he could prove all the doubters wrong. And if he can come back, get past this adversity, he could just, you know, go down as a historical champion. But right now, he's getting smashed by Kratos in the full guard position, full mount position.
Coming through nicely. Ed had done a good job denying that first posture up, but not that one. Right there, that was some great ground and pound right there from Kratos. Mixed up the timing, broke through the block, landed on the chin. Ed taking these continuous shots, perhaps just camping, posture up, really thinking like, I cannot take any more damage. I got dropped. It's the first round, so I got the stamina advantage.
Right.
And do you remember the last fight, Rob?
Yes.
When EdParker came out in like the final round with full stamina or whatever it was. It was kind of insane.
I remember. Yeah, he's so good at dwindling down your stamina and then taking you out in the second or third round, but we'll see how he deals with it.
Yes, indeed. Kratos back to southpaw now to start this round, maybe to get those calf kicks going. That was a nice outside one, landed there. 1-2, lead uppercut up the middle. Ed hunting for the left hand, but not happy with it. Trying to find his chances, just pouring now. This is good work. Nice cover though to the body for Kratos. Nice. The side kick morphs into the knee when he's a little close. That'll do some big damage. But I think Ed's kind of content to jab this out a little bit here. Rob maybe knows that if he can get him to swing and miss, it's going to start taxing that gas tank even more.
Certainly. EdParker already sneaking in a bunch of body shots, really penetrating that stamina on Dustin Poirier.
Yeah.
But Kratos is coming and already had that nice flurry early. But right now, EdParker is making him miss a lot here, and that's sapping him.
Yeah, Ed's for sure just trying to be patient this round, but sidestepped and ate a big flurry. Yeah, I mean, Ed knows he's got 5 rounds right here. If he really wants to win this one, this is a very sensible plan, I think, from him, is just to try and build on that stamina lead. If you're already hurt, why not take as little damage as possible to maximize your recovery in between rounds and try and take the fight away from him late. But I do expect him to throw if he sees something. In the meantime, Kratos is marching forward, really trying to cork a few good shots. Knows he's beating up the block as well, even if he lands. Nice work by Ed there with a little 3-piece on the return. That side kick pushes him. Expect more leg kicks from Kratos. There was a side kick from Ed. Nice straight left to the body as well, sappingly. Expect that teep to come out from him soon as well. Oof.
He's looking fantastic this round. You know, this head movement that Ed is utilizing, allowing Kratos to throw these powerful shots and just slipping right by him. The stamina being slurped from the opponent, and EdParker, the champion, just looking on fire in round number 2.
Yeah, I like what Ed's doing. He's just literally pouring at him with the jab and then making Kratos step forward. The crowd are booing now because that's a nice job there. Double jab, split the timing, caught the teep kick that was trying to come off. And that one bounced off the block. The thing is, Ed's sometimes slipping these shots, but sometimes they are coming off the block. That will deteriorate it. But this is great work from Ed. I mean, this is what I would have done in this second round, Rob, for sure. Take it off, recover, chip away at the body, make him miss, and just come and fight back in another round. Like, give it up. You don't need to win every round in this 5-round fight.
No, you do not. All you got to do is make it to the 3rd, to the 4th, to the 5th, and have enough energy to be able to dish out damage, and that's what EdParker is so good. I call him the quicksand because he is just, his ability to find a way to gas his opponents is second to none. He's so good at it. Oh my god, look at that pivot right there.
And he's playing the hit and not get hit game right now. And he's doing a great job at it, a really good job. Kratos still pressuring him in that orthodox stance. Maybe he feels that's helping him a little. Close the distance, set that right hand up. Hey, Ed. Level change. Pulled the shot and then slipped the uppercut on return. I'm sure it's just all feeling. You know, he probably didn't enter that expecting to do it. But didn't like what he see, pulled back, slipped the counter. And we'll go to the third round. Let's see if anyone changes their game plan here, Rob.
Yeah, we'll see. Edge his defense is on point. His footwork, his head movement is just causing Kratos so many problems. Kratos finally getting a nice little uppercut off that break. Ooh, starting to heat up here. Some good shots. KratosMMA starting off strong in round number 3.
Yeah, oh, nice knee as well. You've got to remember that Poirier, he recovers really well in between rounds. He's got a great recovery stat, so he's going to recover the damage. He's got fairly good cardio as well, so he will get some of that back. But that does just mean that, you know, if Ed does take rounds like that where he doesn't do a lot of damage, it's going to just get recovered at the end of the round. So he has to kind of put out a little bit. But he has to be careful, Rob, because he's taking damage from even that double jab.
Right, he is taking damage, and he's doing a lot of these pivots. He's doing a lot of this head movement, but he's not really doing any damage to the opponent. Nothing to the head, really. Nothing to the body. And in those later rounds, he's going to need that to take out his opponent, unless he just drains his stamina completely and is able to take him out in round 4 and 5.
It's a lovely knee to the body right there. Big right hook, though. Yeah, the chin now, the head health for Ed is becoming a bit of a problem, because it's not going to take much for Kratos to rock him. You know, an uppercut and a lead hook, and that'll probably be it. Or just one big right hand if he can time it. I think that's just going to be cause for Ed to be even more concerned. But that was great head work right there. Good movement. Rolled underneath the hook. And I like how tentative he's being. Kind of feels like he has to, probably. Nice knee.
For sure. Seems like he's slow roasting his opponent right now. Just putting on that pressure, making him miss. Continually tiring him out. There's an exchange. There he's standing his ground, trying to land a good shot. Ooh, rear uppercut. Oh, he's starting to heat up.
Yeah, and you can tell Ed maybe feeling like that stamina is in a position where I feel comfortable enough to trade. But if you look at the damage he's done, I mean, Poirier, again, recovers so well. Such a good chin. It'll be hard for him to find a KO. Nice job adjusting to the liver shot on the break as well. That's exactly when you want to land that.
But now EdParker has such a huge stamina advantage, and it's just going to get worse and worse. He's really setting himself up for a late fight finish, and maybe 4 or 5, you know, he'll come forward, he'll land a devastating body shot, and then he will just end your life. This is not good for Kratos. He is gassing out here.
He is indeed. Big lead hook from Kratos. And he's not changed his offensive plan, which is kind of concerning. I mean, he's still trying to catch these hands, trying to believe in the boxing combinations that they'll break through, and Ed's just kind of dodged around him for 2 rounds now, Rob. And it's a little too late for Kratos. Maybe some leg kicks would have helped him out a little more. Obviously, Ed's probably going to look to check them, but they'll set those hands up. But he's just stuck to this boxing plan, unfortunately. And Ed's just slipped and slid around him and just been poking at him now for the best part of this round and the last round. And there's still 2 more.
That head movement is phenomenal. And EdParker's experience in these 5-round fights is going to pay dividends in this fight. And we're already seeing it. His strategy to bring his opponent into round 4 and 5, to sap that stamina like he always does. And now he has set the table, and now he's going to feast in this next round. I think he's going to start turning it on, Balian.
I think you're right. Turning up. Slowly going there. Lots of people tuning in tonight to watch Ed. Thank you if you are here. I hope you've enjoyed the ESFL 140 as we move into the championship rounds tonight. Will there be a new champion? Will Ed get another title defense? Some say he will. KratosMMA, the last man to beat him, having trouble tonight down on the stamina. Still firing back that side kick. Now Ed hunting for that pull counter elbow. He's landed that a lot in previous fights as well. Dangerous work. That was a knife left hook. 1-2. Lead uppercut. Jab. 1-2 again. Jab. Pulls out the offense. Ed slides back in now with a rear uppercut. And Kratos, Rob, just doesn't seem to know what he can do in this situation and not get hit in the face.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. EdParker starting to land these big shots, and that stamina starting to play into factor big time. And, you know, throughout the fight, it is Kratos that has done the most damage to the head, has done the most damage to the body, and you know, he may be winning this fight. I don't really know, but the stamina, I mean, EdParker anytime can starch this opponent, keep the belt, and we're about to see him put on a clinic, and he has a long time to do it. Kratos in some big trouble here.
That left hand would have done damage if it landed. It came off that lead hook. That was nice work. Oh, there it is. Oh, and he's pouring it on now. Lead uppercut straight. That was almost a 6-piece combination right there. Just kept firing the 1-2, 1-2, lead uppercut 2. And Kratos hits the canvas. Back to his feet now, though, looking a little shaken.
Yeah, he is underwater. He cannot take a breath. EdParker is drowning Kratos right now, making him pay for all the times he beat him. And now he's slow cooked him, and it's now it's time to eat.
Yeah, and for Kratos, you know, I feel like in that second round, it was really, especially coming out for the third, it's that moment to notice, okay, what I'm doing is not working. I have to change tactics. I have to clinch. I have to shoot takedowns. I have to throw leg kicks. I have to try something else. And Kratos really has not been able to do that. Maybe he has tried that in his mind. He's tried other things he's capable of, and we just haven't seen that. But from where we're sitting, it seems like the same tactic all the way through the fight. And it might have worked in the first, but Ed has been able to make reads on it. And he has slowly just been building more and more momentum. But maybe it's because he knows, Rob, that Ed's head health is still quite low and he feels like he can land something on the feet. There's the takedown, but it might be a little too late, and the stuff from Ed anyway.
And that's a lot more stamina being depleted. And if you got a calculator and you multiplied Dustin's stamina by 2, that's how much EdParker has an advantage here. It's crazy. And now at the end of this round, the big head kick, but does not sneak through. The damage is done, though.
Oof, yeah, Kratos now, fatigue animations, which is never a place you want to be, especially again. Oh, right hand! Oh, Ed's slipping off the inside as well right there. No stamina left for Kratos, so he couldn't follow up on it, but that was a lovely right hand, threw it out of nowhere. Ed now holding. Oh, there's a head kick off the 1-2. Stumbling about all over the place. Jab, lead hook into the left as well, but out of range. Sneaky at the end of the round there, though.
Definitely sneaky. And now we're going into the 5th and final round, and this is the one I think EdParker is going to eliminate his opponent. But Kratos shows he is not giving up. Lands a big shot. He's still in the fight, and he has done a lot of damage. If he lands one good shot, it could be a miracle win here in the 5th for Kratos MMA.
Oh, went for the clinch. 8-a 2-3 with the ground and pound. EdParker, no, not yet. Not yet. Denies the posture up. Are we going to get a full guard? I mean, a rubber guard submission attempt, perhaps. Tries to build some momentum. Ed says no. Going to posture up now, back to the feet. And we could be seeing a finish here, Rob, if Kratos can't get off this cage.
Yeah, he is gassed right now. You see the wariness on his face as the animation of Dustin Poirier is not looking good. There's the shot. Tries to get the takedown. He's driving him all the way to the cage, and he gets it!
No stamina left. Ed goes for the quick get up, doesn't get it. But my, Kratos just diving on that double leg. No stamina, still secured it somehow. And this is probably the only place he's safe right now.
Yeah, Kratos just in survival mode now. Wants to keep this fight to the ground. Knows if it goes to the feet, it's probably over. But EdParker able to get back up, but still Kratos is all over him. He's going to try to get that takedown. And another takedown completed by Kratos in round number 5 with no stamina.
Yeah, I don't even know if he has enough to attempt a submission here or to get something off. I mean, Poirier has great chokes. Maybe he can try and take mount, set something up. I mean, you got to be hunting that submission at this stage in the game. Nice defense by Ed. 3 shots. Oh, there's an arm triangle attempt. It's going to be pretty damn hard to sink this in, especially because Ed had already built some GA from those short shots. Yeah, there's no way this one's going in. He doesn't really risk too much, though, from this top position. We can just keep hunting, but time is not on his side.
Definitely not, but you got to think those first 3 rounds, did Kratos get 2 of them? Maybe, maybe not. And if he could remain on top this whole round in half guard, which is him in control in the judge's eyes, he might be able to sneak this out. Who knows? But there's Ed fighting from the bottom. He's going to roll him over, and he's going to try to get to the feet, and he's going to try to end the night.
Yeah, if he does get up, this is bad news for Kratos. Oh, I don't know why he didn't fire a submission attempt right there off the deny. He gets the sweep instead.
Kratos!
Pommel for the full guard. Kratos says no. Gonna go full mount. Is he going to try and set a sub up here? Is he going to go for some ground and pound? He really can't throw more than 2 shots. didn't get the deny on the half guard return. He probably won't hunt the arm triangle. It's not exactly the best submission, but he has to do something. He could have postured up and hit the knee bar maybe. I don't know if he has it. There's the get up deny. This is his chance, but he probably won't be able to sink it in anyway.
This is the best situation, Bailey, that you could get, though, from Kratos. No stamina, remaining in control, getting these denies, finishing the fight on top with the control time. He might have taken this round. This is huge for Kratos.
Yeah, and I think he definitely won the first. Another submission attempt. Yeah, I'm sure that will definitely also score points. So I guess it's down to that second round, Rob, really. And Eds did a lot of poking and prodding in that one. I think he did a fair amount of damage as well. I'm still, I think, with EdParker.
Yeah, it's all how the judges scored those first 2 rounds in that 5th round, because EdParker started heating up about round 3 and 4, and wow, what a weird situation we are in right now. I mean, Kratos somehow steals round number 5. This is insane.
Oof.
Good replays there. I mean, Ed was killing him with the stamina, but judges don't judge a fight based on who had more stamina, do they?
Okay, here we go.
Woo!
You never know, dude.
I'm excited.
It's close, dude. I'm telling you, it is close, because that first and that 5th round, you got to bang for Kratos. It's all in that second.
Right. And Kratos was doing more damage in those early rounds, Bailey, and he was doing the damage.
He was doing the damage. And
still
champion EdParker retains the title. There you go, everybody. Your champion, EdParker, ESFL 140, still on PlayStation. I believe that is 2 title defenses now for that man. Moves to 6-1 this season. And he has got to be pleased with that, Rob. That's a hard-fought, a hard-earned victory for sure.
Yeah, very much so. You know, he took those early rounds and he just outclassed him with the striking, with his head movement. I mean, put on a masterclass performance. But in those early rounds, you know, Kratos was doing good damage, but dumping a lot of stamina. And then we saw EdParker in round 3 and 4, I mean, just start damaging him with supreme combinations and just I mean, whenever EdParker fights, and now that he's a champion, he is looking so good. But a big test and a big moment for EdParker on the ground in some of these exchanges to survive and get back up. EdParker is and still the champion of the world and retains the belt over the man who had beaten him 3 times before and finally gets that one back.
Yeah, it's not easy to come back and do that. But congratulations to EdParker once again. Still champion. Next week, he will be taking on the undefeated Swissler backs, though, Rob. I mean, we saw how good Swiss looked tonight. That will be a striking dream matchup right there. Swiss and Ed, both in such good form, more than anything. I mean, they have fought each other before, I'm sure, but in very good form, and it should be a great fight. Again, just a couple more announcements. Make sure you're following the Discord for the ESFL, or make sure you're following the Twitter for all of the updates from us as well when the registration opens for ESFL Live in Las Vegas, if you want to join in that, as well as announcements for upcoming fights and stuff like that. Jump in the Discord if you want an opportunity to compete in the ESFL, or join a training camp, or just get better, or join another organization. There's more than just the ESFL out here. And also Zayaf, our longest ever reigning champion, he launched a new series on his YouTube today. If you're interested, it's the UFC 4 Ultimate Fighter, the first ever Ultimate Fighter, you know, like the TV show, but for UFC 4. So check out Zayaf, which I'm sure we can get a shout out for on YouTube for that one as well, because it should be a good time. Everybody else, thank you very much for joining us here at the Esports Fight League 140. We'll be back with 141 next week. If you missed it, we have the Xbox champion defending his title as well, and PlayStation the week after that if you want to watch it. So thank you very much, everyone. Rob, any final words from you, mate?
Just impressed with the talent that's coming through the Esports Fight League. Always a pleasure to be here with you, Bailey, and shout out to Feckett, the ESFL staff, and especially the competitors out there. You guys have just showcased some brilliance and always raising the level, raising that skill gap, that ceiling, and it's just always so entertaining. And I hope you guys had a good time. And until next Saturday, and yeah, that's all I got. Have a good day, and hope you had a good time.
All right, thank you guys. Thank you everyone, all the ESFL staff. Thank you for the competitors again, and we hope you enjoyed watching yourself and everyone compete tonight. So see you next weekend. Goodbye.
pass, already try. Oh, beautiful counter to the takedown. Thank you for joining us tonight.
A disadvantage was Zayef, but then he.
Waiting too much on Trixie. Nice shooting, good turning.
Watching on Twitch, watching on YouTube, watching from the Brownlee World tonight. I know the UFC isn't on right now, but guess what? The virtual octagon is here.